Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another stream, ladies and gentlemen. Big up to all of you guys. We're here. We're here to talk about the football. We're here to talk about all the Premier League clubs. You get me? Because you guys know we speak about the champions all the time. I'm going to be live with Tom Little, inshallah, at 1:30 p.m. UK time tomorrow, talking about the champions. You get me? The Premier League champions, that is, not the friendly invitational champions. Regardless, big up to all of you guys. Make sure guys are liking the video. Make sure guys are subscribing to the channel. If you're ready to do so, guys, please hit the like button. Please subscribe. And yeah, hi guys. Hope you guys are good. What time is it? Ola Kunle. It is 1:05 a.m. But the content never stops, brother. We keep going. So, we're in for Rodrygo as well. That's crazy. That's great. We're cooking. We're cooking.
Get harder. Get cake. Snakes get slivery. Lean in, show y'all the mean and chivalry. Rap ruler. You can ask Buddha.
Oh my
right
God.
jab like Sam Judah.
Oh, he's in.
Every member on my team is a shooter. Tight like a room, no room for him shooter.
Big up Arnie. Anyway, guys, let's talk football. So, first of all, make sure guys are liking and subscribing. What Tahir said earlier on is true. I'll keep bitching about it all stream, so just like and subscribe. Anyway, joining me first and foremost, world champion, already wearing sunglasses indoors unnecessarily. But you get me, he gets to do what he wants to do. Hi, brother Arsan.
Thank you. Guys, no need. Thank you. I appreciate
Here
it.
you go.
Listen, as you're reigning, undisputed world champ, I'd like to welcome everybody to this stream. Make sure you hit the like. Make sure you subscribe. You know what I'm saying? This is just the world champ difference. Happy to be here, man. Happy to be here.
Big up. I think your mic is a bit low, by the way. Just increase the volume a little bit.
Gotcha.
And joining us next, you get me special request by RSM to bring him back. So you can expect fireworks on today's stream because he asked for him specifically. He was like, yo, can you please bring back Solz? Like, me and Solz need to talk. Like, we're gonna have to have a conversation. I'm like, you know what? You requested it and we shall deliver. I messaged Solz. Solz is like, yo, I'm down. Let's go. How you doing, Solz, mate? You good?
Yeah, shots fired from Chelsea fans, eh? They won the world champ, but they want the world champ. Do you know what I mean? It's just how it goes.
I like that, fighting words right there. He's getting ready to do his intro. Oh my God. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Man
Go
said go ahead. I gotta give the people what they want.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Vator.
Run it back.
What a
Wheel it again. Wheel it. Run it
Oh, you
back.
want it
Run
back?
it
You want
back.
it back? Let's
Run it back. Run it back. Run it
Allow
back.
me to reintroduce myself. My name is
Vator game.
What it do, people? What it do?
Still my most favorite introduction of all time. Still my most favorite entrance of all time. One more time. Let's score a hat trick. One more time.
Wow. I gotta give the people what they want.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is
Vator game.
Let's go. I love his entrance so much. I won't even lie to you. You get me. Big up to you, Vator, man. Appreciate you. And finally, his camera's fixed. My frenemy, my friend, my brother, my enemy for life. You get me. And to be honest with you, I genuinely miss working with him. Yes, he gives me a headache, but sometimes you need a headache every now and then. You get me? To re-energize yourself, to remind yourself of the days. You get me? Like when you grew up, you always had that friend that you just loved and hated speaking to at the same time in the playgrounds, just growing up at school. Someone just literally just did your head in. You get me? He's a celebrity, he's a rapper, and a booty clapper, as you guys have figured out with the whole Milky Way. We know he's definitely a snow hunter. It's been verified right now. You get me?
The milkman.
How doing, Flawless? You good, mate?
I'm blessed. What a crazy intro for you to call me a celebrity. You know what I'm saying? Mr. 60K subscribers over there calling me the celebrity. All right, we just made models. What you mean? Here we go. Men lie, women lie. No,
I'm not at 60K. Okay, it's 55K.
All right, 50. Well, you gonna be at 60 soon? Next time we talk, it could be at 60, right? We acting like it's not on the horizon. All right, sorry, I stand corrected. Mr. 55K. Oh, there we go. Mr. 50. What are we talking about here? This guy, but big up for having me. Blessings to the whole panel as well.
I think your mic is off, by the way. I think it's the
Yeah,
laptop
man,
mic.
this thing's playing up. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna try to sort it, but I'm here.
Yeah, try to sort it from the audio thing. Yeah, I think your mic is just off. It's the StreamYard update because StreamYard is bullshitting lately. Anyway, guys, look, 500 people in the building already. Hit the like button, subscribe. Let's get this party started. Who shall we start with today? Shall we start with the world champs? Let's start with the world champs. So, you know something, Roberto? The floor is yours, Habibi. World champs. What happened? What happened on Sunday? Explain it to the world.
So on Sunday, in front of my very own eyes, where I lost my mind and perhaps even shed tears at times, I watched Chelsea Football Club become the first Club World Cup champions, reigning over the entirety of the world. Undisputed. Everybody counted us out. Everybody counted us out. Everybody said we were finished. Everybody said there's no chance. I was hearing 5-0, 6, 7. Perhaps somebody said if PSG wanted to, they could put 8 passes. All things that I heard. And what happened in that first half? I even saw certain people on certain watch-alongs put on a blazer of a certain color. I just think it's interesting how we do that for a quote-unquote invitational friendly. But it is what it is. We move. Listen, this PSG team steamrolled everybody. I was hearing Vitinha, bro. Pocketed. Absolutely pocketed. Did nothing. What was I meant to be afraid of? Can somebody explain to me? I told everybody, I did a stream 2 days before. I told them, I'm not scared of PSG. I'm not worried about PSG. People were in my comment section telling me, you're going to get clipped up. Oh, you're scared. Why would I be scared? My own captain, Reece James, said, we're here to win it. So why would I be scared? Oh, captain, my captain. He told me exactly what was going to happen. And that's exactly what went down. Listen, this is why I made this thumbnail. Full screen me real quick. This is why I made this. Nobody believed. But you know what? We did it anyways. This was the thumbnail to my stream. People laughed. Well, who laughing now? They got packed up. Let's say how it is. They got packed up. They got put in a spliff. I don't know why we need to say any two ways about it. People are like, oh, they were tired. Oh, Chelsea got to rest the Conference League for the Conference League and PSG didn't. Did people forget that PSG won the league like 2 months in advance? They were resting people for the UCL for weeks, bro. But people want to run that excuse. We just outplayed them. We outplayed them. Luis Enrique got outmanaged. He was out here trying to grab João Pedro. We all saw what Luis Enrique did, you know, trying to be classy, lost his first final, lost his head. I'm telling you, bro, we've been back. We're back, bro. I'm telling you right now. We need to run back that UCL. Give me a third. I don't care, bro. I'm telling you, I believe in this team. They show me things to believe in. I'm showing up for them, bro.
Like
world champs. And nobody, and you know what's the best part? You know what's the best part? Is that's here for 4 years. It's 4 years. That's 4 years. 4 years. Nobody can do anything about it. We won the first one in front of my very own eyes. If you go on my channel, you can see my vlog. I reacted to it live. I'm telling you, man. We're
nice
back.
to see.
We're back.
I like
We're
that.
back. Yeah. You're not gonna like it in the league. You're not gonna like it in the league.
Because I'm
but you
not
will.
gonna let you get
I'm
away
telling
with
you
this
right now.
because I watched the stream with Solz on Judge Mo. You get me? And what we're not gonna do, first of all the previous Club World Cup champions are still Club World Cup champions.
They're Intercontinental Cup champions, but go ahead.
No. It's confirmed.
They're Intercontinental Cup
confirmed.
champions, but go ahead.
Literally, FIFA confirmed it. I literally have the picture.
Intercontinental Cup champions.
Okay, no problem. Here, I will read it. Since you made me read it. Yeah, you made me read it since you didn't trust me. So I will read it right here. So we're gonna go right there.
Facts over emotions.
Yeah, facts. I'm all about the facts. No. Winning the previous Club World Cup is not erased because of the new format. While FIFA has revamped the Club World Cup, expanding it to a 32-team tournament held every 4 years, they still recognize past winners of both the Club World Cup and the Intercontinental Cup as Club World Cup champions. In fact, FIFA formally recognized past Intercontinental Cup winners as official Club World Cup champions in 2007.
Yes,
Thanks
so
for coming.
so they're the
Liverpool have won it
Intercontinental
all.
Cup. So they're the
Liverpool have won it
Intercontinental
all.
Cup. So
Anyway,
they're the
back to the
Intercontinental
top.
Cup. But this new trophy,
back.
nobody's won it. So my point stands.
You missed
So
out
my
the
point
part where it
stands.
says Club World Cup.
No,
champions.
but Club World, yeah, but
Anyway,
the Intercontinental
wait,
now
that's not the point.
now
That's not the
renamed the
point.
Intercontinental Cup. That's
Wait,
renamed the
Arsam, that's
Intercontinental
not the
Cup.
point. There is a point here. Because Solz was on another stream
What do you
on
say?
Judge Mo.
Say it
He
ain't
went
so.
through the same thing of, oh, Chelsea are this, Chelsea are that, Chelsea are amazing, etc., etc., etc. So now what? What are Chelsea going to do? Are you going to challenge for the title? Or
Yes.
do you see yourself in a title challenge? Do you see yourself as one of the favorites to win the Champions League? Because it's all good
Yes.
talking about
Yes
all
and
this.
yes. Yes and yes.
So you think you're serious?
Say that, whoa. We ain't just gonna skip by that. Say that again, sorry. You see
Yes and
yourself?
yes.
No, he said you see Chelsea as favorites for the Premier and the Champions.
I think we could challenge. I think we could take both.
Are you
I don't know why not. I
Are
could see
you
us making a deal. I could see us if
Are
we
you
already
fa-
lasted.
fa-
If we
challenging
if we were 2 points off Liverpool
Yeah.
in January,
Mhm.
and then we had the fall off, right? If next year I'm expected to improve, then I expect there to be more of a title challenge, more of a push
All right,
next
so let me
season.
ask you then. Everyone
And
is
this
confident-
team, this specific team, has proven to be a very good cup run
Okay,
team.
so
We've made it
Premier League-
to 3 finals, 1 semifinal.
I hear that. So everybody currently is constructed right now. Where do you have Chelsea finishing in the league?
I think it's difficult because I think the top 4 teams are very packed in. What I would say is I want us to be within single digit points.
Yeah.
Single digit points very close to the first if we do not win. That for me is progression. I think like a 12, 15 point gap is not acceptable to whoever does win the Prem. That's not acceptable.
So you can challenge, but you don't think you're favorites. Got it.
No.
Okay. Nice.
I like that. That's what these tournaments are for. That's what backing your team's all about. That's about seeing them lift trophies. So RSM having this energy, other Chelsea fans having this energy, like none of us should come off mute and criticize it. We should accept it for what it is. You should have gained confidence after winning such a trophy. The fact that no one can challenge for it for the next 4 years, that's amazing, right? As a club, he's got that 4 years locked up. But we know it's still year after year. Because like Flawless, like Hussam just asked, what do you expect next season? It's always about the next season. So we're going to see whether it carries on. We're going to see whether the patience continues with Maresca. We're going to see whether the faith in these players that have brought them this trophy is going to continue on for the season. But we know if it doesn't, and I don't begrudge, I don't hate on Chelsea. If it doesn't, they're quick to say you're out the door, right? Chelsea of all clubs, if you're not delivering, manager out of here, player out of here. So trophies are what they're all about, and credit to them. They won this, deservingly so. RSM, I just got to say this one thing. It's not an excuse to point out the difference of seasons that Chelsea had versus PSG. PSG went on a amazing, phenomenal run, and when you compete in your league, yes, they locked that up. Ligue 1, they locked that up. But what they had to do in Champions League, where they weren't showing good form, they had to actually play into it, right? They had to actually show that they were going to beat whoever was in front of them. The way they beat whoever was in front of them, the way they did, it's a longer, more difficult season. It's not an excuse, but it's to be recognized.
Do you know when PSG won the league?
Like I said, it's not the league. Yeah, they locked up the league.
No. But second point. After they won the league, do you know the starting lineup? Because I'm an Ecuadorian, so I was following William Pacho, all of his PSG. So I watched the PSG games, right? I watched the PSG games. A ton of the starting 11 that was played in the Champions League after they won the league did not see or saw very little time in the actual league after they won the league. They barely touched the pitch in the league.
Yeah, but like I said, it's not about the league. Like they had the league locked up. I agree to that. But you still have the Champions League, and you guys playing in the Europa Conference League, right?
That's my point. We did the same thing, just flipped. We didn't rest in the league. We rested in the conference. They rested in the league, and then they played in the champs. So it's the same exact thing, just flipped.
No, it's not the same.
How is it not the same?
It's not the same with we all wait. Are we now rebranding what the Champions League is? I've been told forever the Champions League is the most difficult.
Vator. Let's not be disingenuous. Okay. What I'm saying is that the Prem, right, where we were in a race to the final day to get top 4, right, where we played very strenuous, difficult games, right? We played our starting 11, right, the best players that we could. In the Conference League, we rested. Now PSG flipped that because they won the league. They rested and they played their B team in the league and played their A team in the champs. But both of us had one competition where we were playing our A team in very difficult, strenuous games. And then in the other competition, we played our B teams.
I hear all that, but I just want to hear it on record. is competing at max level for the Champions League the same as competing at max level for the league? Is that what we're saying? Are we now saying
Or
that
in the league, yeah.
in the
In the
Prem?
league.
So in the Prem,
Yes.
hold on, let me hear.
Yeah,
Let me hear.
Yes.
Playing in the Prem is just as difficult as playing in Champions League.
I think we're all accepting of that. Who
Yes.
says
I don't know why that's a crazy thing to
You're
say.
falling for Vator's trap, man. You
I don't
might have
think it's
What's
a trap,
trap.
legitimately? What is the trap though? That's exactly my whole point. Is that
No.
we both
Basically,
rested in different competitions.
Okay. I'll explain
But
it.
but
City fans
for
have been
us,
told.
What
No.
is the
City
rest
fans
of
have been told that, like, the Champions
What's
League is
that
the
point?
main.
Now, what's
no,
that point,
because
like, in
people are
regards to
saying
the
no.
guys rested?
So
Go on.
yeah, so people are saying that the reason why we beat PSG is because they got no rest, because we were able to rest in Conference League and they didn't rest at all. My point being, that's not true. After they won the league, they completely rested their team in the league.
But they did have a more strenuous back end to the season than you did.
I would say not necessarily.
Come on, man. Let's not be competing for the Champions League is more strenuous and more telling on from a physical standpoint and a mental standpoint than competing for top 4, which you was. Come on, man. Let's not do this. We know what it is. You lot deserve the win. Of course, this is competing for top 4.
Okay. So let me ask you this question: Did they play the champs, right? Because by the time they won the thing, they only had 2 games left in the Champions League, correct? By the time they won the league, they had what, like the quarters? They had quarters, semis, final.
I think they had 5 games.
Yeah,
So quarters.
they won it as we played them.
Also,
Okay,
the
so
semis.
semis. Okay, so
right,
that's my point. So it's 4 matches that they had a bit spread apart.
And they
Whereas
had
in the
all
league, you play week in, week out.
May I?
So my whole point is that it's not an abysmal level of difference. Such
Vator,
that
this is the Don Sam Chan. What do you mean, may I? You can speak whenever you want.
Yeah, it's
to.
not
because people try to bring up the
all
excuse.
accepting of the fact that Chelsea thoroughly deserved the victory. Yes.
No, Vader's trying to put an
110%
excuse in there. He's trying to
I'm
throw it
not.
in there
No,
saying
you're not
PSG was
listening
tired.
to the words that are
That's
coming out of my
reason.
mouth. You're not listening.
No excuse. It's reasoning. You're not a better side than PSG. Even though you pack them up, you're not better than PSG.
See,
That's why. That's all that is. So of course, people are going to look at reasons as to why you won the game. Chelsea at their best and PSG at their best is a no contest. We all know this. They're a much better side than you are, but they had an off day. Granted, you lot contributed to that. Granted, but yeah, PSG. What we acting like PSG? Chelsea are close to PSG. They're not.
Yeah, let's not.
So my question is this: then, if the difference is so abysmal, then why did every single facet of that PSG team get nullified? Because it wasn't just the attack was bad. The attack was having a bad day, but the midfield did good. But the defense, the defense held its own.
It's not a huge gap, but you are not close to them.
No, but no contest, by the way. No contest is don't even show up. That's what no contest is. Don't show up.
Because you're one of the better sides in Europe, without doubt. You are one of the better sides in Europe. You're one of the better sides in the Premier League. You lot was at your absolute best. They was out there. You contributed to them not being at their best. And you lot took full advantage of PSG not being at their best too. So that's credit where credit's due.
No. My whole point is, then hold up. This is the same team that beat Bayern. This is the same 100%. Team that beat Madrid 4-0, right? Absolutely. It's not that they weren't at their best. They played. They tried to play the game. But the reason why they weren't at the best is because we were better. It's not simple.
You lot contributed to that. I literally just said that.
No, but contributed implies like what? 50%, 40% was us, and it was 60%.
You can play the percentage of the role.
They just want us to bow down to their will, fam.
You lot contributed massively to it. That's what I'll say.
You lot
played I'll say this right now. You lot played a major role in PSG not being at their best. But there's a reason why you will not predict Chelsea to win the league. There's a reason why you will not predict Chelsea to win the Champions League. You don't even have you lot top 3. So what are we talking about here? You don't have Chelsea top 3 finishing in the Premier League right now. What are we doing out here? It was a great day. You lot played very, very well.
It was a great day.
Well, let's stop doing too much. You don't even have Chelsea top 3 right now. What are we doing, Aris?
No. I think Chelsea could easily finish top 3. What are you talking about?
No.
90% top
your
3.
prediction. Don't tell. No.
My prediction. I said we could easily finish second or third.
No.
Easily finish second or third.
Forget easily. What is your prediction? Where do you have Chelsea
second or third?
So you have Chelsea second or third
second
right
or third.
now.
Yes, second or third.
Who are you better than in the Premier League then? Who do you have winning the league?
Great question.
Liverpool by
So
far.
you think
Liverpool by
you
far.
think Chelsea are got a better side than Manchester City and a better side than Arsenal?
I think
right
over an
now?
entire league season, we could be a better
Yeah.
side than City and Arsenal. Yeah.
All right, cool. Now we got them first. So you're second best. So you're the second best team in the league according to you. All right, cool.
Yeah. 'Cause I think City is still again. I can give my reasons if you care.
Granted,
but
you
if
ain't
not,
better
then
than either
there.
of them two, but all right. You know what I'm saying? You're not better than either of them two. Don't let
I'd
this
like to say that.
PSG and winning the Club World Cup fool you. You're not.
I'd like to say
Arsenal
he's not-
maybe, but
if
City no.
if he's
Better
got
than
that
Arsenal.
energy, he can do the most.
They
I'm-
ain't
I'm
better-
just-
they're
I'm
not
just
better-
sick-
they're not
I'm
better
just
than
and that's
sick-
what I'm saying. Chelsea fans should be all amped up.
I'm
Absolutely.
just sick and tired of
I'll-
these.
It's not inconceivable of Chelsea
They are
to
like
stand.
Chelsea fans who are doing this
think so.
world champ gimmick and
I
then
think it
sitting
is.
there and not backing their club. As soon as you ask them what is the pressure,
How am I
and
not
what's the
backing my
expectation-
club?
No,
I'm not
Arsenal
saying
is
you.
actually backing his club.
No,
What?
no. Listen to what I'm saying, lads. I don't understand.
Let
You
him
world
land,
champ,
let
you
him land.
triggered. Chill, calm down. Listen to
Gator,
the
you
point.
started
I'm
this,
not
man.
saying you. I'm saying I'm tired of these Chelsea fans,
Tag
not
team
necessarily
down here.
you, who are doing this world champion gimmick. It's going to be long for 4 years. You're never going to hear the end of it. As soon as you ask them, what's the expectation for the league? We don't really know. We might win it. We might not. We don't really want to put the pressure on our team. Like, no, we just want to see how it goes. Like, nah, shut up then. Shut up. What's this gimmick? Like, what are we doing here?
Hey, big
World
up,
champs
Eddie.
or not?
Big
Bro,
up Eddie
are
every
we
time.
going? Are we going
Solz, I'm
into?
with you, you know.
Are we
I'm with
going into like? Are we expecting Music to be like? Nah, Dubois is gonna beat me. I know I'm champion, but Dubois is gonna beat me. No, man's gonna go out there, go, yeah, I'm better fighting than him. If you are seriously the world champions and you're gonna run this gimmick for 4 years, back it. Say you're better than Liverpool. Then I hear it. Otherwise, I don't really care. It's a good day out for you guys. Well done. You won something. Back it then. Otherwise, I don't want to hear it. I don't care to hear it.
Can I sorry, I just
Let
want
me
to
ask you
respond
a
to one
question,
thing. quick.
Islam. What do you think Chelsea are better at than Arsenal?
Okay,
For
I'll
manager,
generally respond to
individual,
that.
that's what I want
Just
to know because I don't
I will
think it's
respond to
outside
it.
of their midfield. I don't think they do anything. They have anything.
Okay,
better than
I'll
us.
respond. I'll give you an honest response.
Go.
But first, there's
Go.
someone who has rage baited me, so I got up. This guy is saying Hussam used to glaze Arsenal plus Arteta on back again years ago. Flawless. Please don't let Hussam forget he was backing Arsenal more than troops at a certain point. Now he's a number one hater. What changed? Great question. When you back a horse to win 2 times and they lose, I'm not gonna back them a 3rd time and then lose again, mate. You get me? Like you want to know something? Arsenal fans are like on to me, like you expect me to go 3 years in a row, back your ass, bro. I'm good, bro. I'm good. Like listen, I backed them. I was like, yeah, listen. The only reason why they didn't win the league is the Saliba injury. The year after that, I was like, Arsenal are cooking now. 16 wins at 80, bro. خلاص حبيبي, how many times you want me to do this? Wallahi, how many times you want me to do this? خلاص, يعني at some point in time, second, I'm just gonna have to put the fries in the bag. So yeah, I'm just completely done with it. Now, in terms of Chelsea being better than Arsenal, I think Chelsea's midfield is better than Arsenal. We agree.
Yes.
Now, here's the other thing. If Palmer plays right wing, you could consider also their front 3 better than Arsenal as things stand.
So
Because
Palmer,
the
João
report
Pedro,
today,
who's on the
and
left.
this is journalist opinion, not mine, that Madueke could be starting left winger at Arsenal.
That is true. But so what if it is Palmer as the right winger? Who's the midfield trio? So it'd be Caicedo, Enzo, and who's the other one in there?
Lavia.
If Lavia can stay fit, that is a bad boy midfield. Yes, that midfield, I
Yes.
hear it. That midfield's cold. So you
I
saying
used to be Enzo hater. This season, I'm like,
Enzo's
shit,
bought,
my
so
watch.
So you saying Palmer, João Pedro, and who would be on the left? Pedro Neto, I guess.
I rate Joao Pedro so highly. I think they're gonna sign a left winger.
Oh no, if they sign a left winger, that's a whole different conversation.
Yeah, I don't think you saw the news today, because the news today is saying Chelsea could hijack Eze, my brother.
We'll see. Because it's like you like with Rodrygo, now if they get Eze and then they've got that's a whole different conversation. Yeah, but that's why I said as currently constructed right now.
And there's no question marks over their manager.
That's true. Their defense is weak though. Or not the best.
Defense is weak. I can't lie to you.
Not the
How
best.
best.
It's
There is no
really,
defense by that one.
it's really center backs and keeper. Like if we
Yeah.
get a keeper, I'm
of
confident because I
course.
think our fullbacks are good. It's literally just center backs and keeper.
That's it. I agree.
Yeah.
Like that's the key part. If you not go get
For
a
me,
goalkeeper,
for me that's the
then I'm
weakest
like,
part of the team.
that-
For me,
that
that's the weakest part of
changes
the team by
everything.
far.
Then I'm like, okay, they've
So what do
improved in it.
Chelsea need to get then? Because what happens if we're saying, oh, okay, RSM,
Yeah.
me, you, let's be honest. 1 second. What happens if we say all this and then like next week you sign Garnacho? Then what?
I think for me, the biggest upgrade that we can make in the team, because I think even if we make no signings in the attack or sign Garnacho or whatever, I think our midfield stays the same. I think our attack is really, really good. We already had the fourth best defense in the league last season. If you add in, for example, like a Mike Mignon to that back line, I think we go up levels. Like, that simple. Just with that one signing, I think a lot changes for us. Because again, shout out Robert Sanchez for the performance he had in the final. I'm not delusional enough to believe that he can do that over.
You know, there are some Chelsea fans calling him Bob Sanchez and everything.
Listen, they can do what they want. I'm not delusional enough to believe that he's able to do that week in, week out. Like, I just don't believe that. He showed me 2 years of not doing that. So I'm not gonna believe that he's gonna do that week in, week out.
He gave up so quickly on the Robert Sanchez one. He just fucking gave up.
No,
like,
bro, I'm not defending Robert Sanchez. I'm so sorry. Like, big up for what he did in the final. That's probably the best game he's ever gonna play in his entire life. So, but we still need to move on and get a new keeper.
Tell me 3 signings that take Chelsea that next level.
I think Mike Mignon, Guehi, and like a Rodrygo on the left wing, for example. I think that's like next level.
Whoa.
Those
Why
three.
are you talking about my targets? Let me breathe, bro. One summer. Leave
You
me
said
alone.
if you could.
I said
So
Mark
like, you said
Gay
if
and
you
Rodrygo.
could.
Fuck again.
You
like,
said if
I'm
you
throwing
could,
back
brother.
Chelsea
What
here.
am I
I know
supposed
you
to
want to
say?
do
What
high
am I supposed to say?
again.
Van Dijk,
Brother, let me
Kanate, like,
live. I've done
like
3 summers of bullshit in a row, bro. Let me have one summer, bro. Let me have one.
you're having a
fucking
great summer already. Come on, you have a great summer. You won't miss out on the Guehi, man.
Have
It's
one
fine.
summer. Let me breathe, bro. 3 years in a row doing this shit. Okay, from your realistic targets, you know, realistic targets. Then.
I think center back is a bit more difficult because I do think that Guehi ends up going to Liverpool, and I think that was like the number one option. Because in terms of center back, I don't know that. I mean, maybe you know what? Like, I think an Hincapié from Leverkusen would be good because he could also be left back cover for Cucurella. So I think like a Mike Mignon and Hincapié, and for the left wing, I think that's difficult. I think the left wing market is very poor outside of Rodrygo. Like maybe like a Malik Fofana on the left wing wouldn't be bad. Eze, if we're linked for him, I don't think would be
Do you
awful
back your
either.
club to get Eze over Arsenal?
Probably just because they gave us the money for it. So, and we're also, and I do think it matters to players that, as much as people might want to downplay the Club World Cup or whatever, I do think it matters that like the club has shown that it's capable of winning, right? The club has shown that we can go far. We can match up against PSG, even if it is in a one-off match. It paints a different light on the club for players coming in. So I do think we could compete and beat Arsenal for Eze, especially because they're not. It seems like they're tied up in the Gyokeres deal. So if we go in and we really do want him, right, and we get his buy-in, we'll get it done quickly. Once we get a player buy-in, I don't think we usually take too long to get it over the table.
Fairs. Let me just read these and we'll move on. Talk about Arsenal. Randy, just so you know something, on StreamYard, all the super chats are starred, so there's nothing that disappears or goes away. We'll get to them, I promise you. I'm not ignoring any of you. When will you guys learn you can't debate Chelsea fans? I learned 2 years ago. I'm back again when I was fighting Lewis over Poch away at City when they missed 4 chances. You get me? And they're like, "Oh, Poch made the sub too early." I'll never forget, bro. Well, anyway, it is what it is. Big up Lewis. You get me? He's been walking around.
Lewis, one of them, you gotta leave alone, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's too select. Like debating Lewis, like, he's one person. I'm like, you know what?
Lewis is very calm, but I feel like, and this is your fault because you bring out all the toxic Hussam in me. I feel like Lewis was rattled probably like 3 episodes in the whole time of Back Again, and they were all by me. Like I just pissed him off like 3 times, and it's just because you make me toxic every time I'm around you. You just become toxic.
You blaming me for what you say?
Yes, because listen, it is what it is. It is what it is. Big up to Netweed. It says, "Well, here we are. Arteta's last stand." This is what Netweed is saying. Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about that now. Chelsea kryptonite of PSG having demolishing tools, brother. It was not just kryptonite what you did. It was unexpected. You just fucking destroyed the shit out of PSG, bro. No one expected that. The most positive Chelsea fan in the universe did not say 3-0 Chelsea. Like I'm telling you right now. So, yeah. Special one said, specialists in failure. We're gonna talk about the specialists in failure now. Next topic. Big up to Muhammad who says, "What a time to be a Liverpool fan. Everybody says we're favorites and they're just waiting in case things get worse." Hey, the thing that's confusing me is we have a report about like Isak to Liverpool, and the same day I'm getting a report about Rodrygo to Liverpool. Could it happen fucking both?
You love the link to Ekatike today is correct.
Yeah,
right?
and Ekatike as well.
But Ekatike is plan B though. That's the thing.
Even I'm
Yeah,
asking myself,
yeah, go
where
with
are we
plan B,
getting all
man. Go
this
with
money?
plan B.
Where are we getting all this money? Where
You haven't spent in a hella long time, and the Red Sox are being
Yeah.
sacrificed. So
We're spending like mad this season. If somehow we end up with Rodrygo and Isak in the same team, bro, just fucking cancel the league. I'll be honest with
Yeah,
you. This is
agreed.
fucking-
Yeah, agreed.
it's
that's
just
why I'm
over.
listen. That's why I'm glad
Don't do
that
that.
this team has shown it's been a
Vega,
good cup team,
do
bro.
that.
Let's run it.
Vator
What do you
act
do
like he
that?
can compete, bro.
Don't do
Come
that.
on,
If they get Isak, you know it's a wrap.
It's
No,
finished.
no, I don't know that.
And Rodrygo,
No.
I said as well.
Yo, you have them as favorites currently right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not a wrap. It's not a wrap.
Okay, so we're already favorites. Add Isak, add Rodrygo. Oh, it's not a wrap.
Lad, when we get our
listen,
Swede in, yeah, don't worry, mate. We'll bring it.
Yeah.
We've got the better Swede anyway.
Yeah.
Man's out performing in Sweden anyway, man. Come on now.
You know what? Let me just read these two and then we'll talk about the Arsenal. Man said Rodrygo, Isak, Salah, Wirtz, sick. That's not just Andrew. We need better terminology. That's not just sick. That's like, I don't know. Like we
That's a
need a new
FIFA
word
thing for that. That's what that
Yeah.
is.
We
That's a
need
FIFA.
from the dictionary, like a new word. If we actually get all four in the same club, bro, what the hell? Blues banged PSG for Club World Cup, but damn, world champs, yeah,
That's
but
crazy.
Liverpool too hard. Fourth's their limit, no title. Trust. Hey, Sai, I know you're always on the call-in shows as well with Sarcam City TV, so big up to you. I know you're always showing love. You're a member over there too, but I'm not. It's not about Prem dreams. I don't think Chelsea can win the league, but I think if they have a good summer, they can definitely challenge. It's not impossible. It's not impossible. I bet Troops 100 Chelsea over PSG. Estevao coming. Did he give you the money?
He did.
Or is
Yeah, he did. I think
he actually
he's gotta
paid
go.
them?
I think Troops is gonna go get him. I think Troops is gonna go get him a shirt. With like Esteval's
At the
name on the back, like a
superstore,
Chelsea
yeah, at the
shirt. I think
superstore.
Miller will let me know. I think so. I think that's what it is. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough, Todd Miller. You beat Troops, and he actually went through with it. He didn't weasel his way out of it or anything. Fair enough. Hey, big up Troops. Big up Troops, man. Listen, big up to all of you guys. Make sure you guys are all liking the video. Make sure you guys are all subscribing to the channel if you're ready to do so. You know what you remind me of? You remind me of those people who come to Flawless after Hoyland scores one goal and you're like, are you going to apologize to Hoyland? Yeah, Habibi, it's fucking
Hoyland's
first summer
cooking.
in fucking since they own the club that they've spent this much.
I get it from Vale. Yo, Hoyland played well today. Yeah,
but-
he did. Yeah, that's what Vale.
Yeah, he did. He played well today. Hey, yeah, FSB spent money this summer. Yeah, okay. Well done, bro.
They're
Come
doing
on, man.
more.
Do better.
No. You're a fraud.
better.
You're a
Do
fraud. They're
better.
doing more than spending
Vator,
money.
please don't gaslight me, please.
I'm not
please,
gaslighting. They're
begging.
doing more than
I'm
just.
begging.
spending.
Can we talk about Arsenal, please? I don't want to talk about Liverpool, please. Because you're just gaslighting master, fucking holding a lighter in my face, just gaslighting me the whole time, just doing this to my face, doing the gaslight. Fucking first summer we spent money like this. Oh, they've always spent money. We made £80 million profit last summer.
Yeah, what did you do this before?
Big up to my Greek guy who said frontline like Pro 98 when he put Roberto Carlos up front. Hey, frontline is like, remember FIFA 98 when you used to play indoors 5v5 and there used to be like these little goals, bro? Listen, that was the shit right there. I loved it. Anyway, as I was saying before we were being gaslit, like the video, subscribe, and let's just move on, talk about Arsenal. Since we last spoke, Solz, that's why there's a reason why you had special requests from RSM for you to appear over here. You get me? So, Madueke, since we last spoke, and Gyokeres, as things stand. Some people think that's it in terms of the transfer window for Arsenal. You can't live in denial anymore. He's your player. How do you feel about your window so far, and what do you think is going to come?
I mean, the window is about 50-50. I mean, the speed of which we're doing deals and getting them over the line, the way we're negotiating certain deals, I'm quite happy with it. I mean, Berta's come in, he's proving his worth to some degree as well. Yes, he's gotten things wrong, he's getting things right, but ultimately we're ready for preseason. We've got the majority. Well, it looks like we will have the majority of players in. You know, we've got Masquera coming in as well from Valencia. If anyone does know him, he's a superstar in the making. At what, under 20 million euros as well. You know, I can't complain about certain signings. Now, you do have some elephants in the room that you can address and you can kind of talk about, and whether you know they're going to turn out good or not. But I don't think the window's over after Gyokeres comes in. I still think Eze is a top priority for Arsenal to get in. I don't think Rodrygo's coming in. That is something I can concede on, but I do think we'll get the Eze deal.
But can I ask you a genuine question? Genuinely
Yeah,
now.
of
No
course.
banter. No banter.
Yeah.
All the reporters are almost reporting that Madueke is going to play left wing. So where is Eze going to play then?
I mean, No one actually knows. That's the problem. Yeah, it's the media can say what they want, but it's up to Arteta where he wants to play who. It could be Martinelli who starts, and Madueke is just like, a winger option. Don't forget, we're also looking to offload Trossard, who played on both sides. He played left and right for us as well, and down the middle. It could be a case of Madueke is coming in to fill that in. But yeah, obviously time will tell in terms of if we can get the Eze deal done, whether we will play him as a starting left winger or whether it be Martinelli. But for me, it's just time will tell kind of situation with what he's looking to do with the lineup. Pre-season is going to be a definite indicator to what this setup's going to look like. I just can't see Madueke being the guy that we start when we're bringing in Gyokeres. It makes no sense because you need to feed the guy. And if Madueke is not a guy that's going to feed you, Martinelli's not a guy that's going to feed you. But guess what? Out of the three names that we're talking about, guess who can feed him? Eze. So it makes a no-brainer sense from a tactical point of view to have Eze as your starter. Granted, we bring him in. Obviously, that's still not happened, nor are we close to a deal. We're still kind of working out the structures and talking to Crystal Palace. But if he comes in, I can't imagine him not being. And, I mean, he's also going to play the 10 if Odegaard's stinking up the gaff or needs to be rotated or whatever. But, yeah, I think we're cooking this window. We're getting the business done. People have said bring a striker in, but bringing a striker in. It looks like we're also dressing the left-hand side. We brought in 2 6s. I think Zubamendi's one of the best midfielders in the league. People will come to respect him if they don't already. And we've already got a formidable defence, and we're adding to it. Bringing in Christian Mosquera coming in just bona fides what is already an excellent defence.
Are you in the camp that Arteta has to win this season, regardless of summer?
Yes. Because the thing is, you can't go. I mean, he should have won last season, but granted, there's going to be a lot of cop-out answers given of injuries and stuff like that, and obviously getting to the semi-finals of the Champions League and having a poor league season. But at the end of the day, he has to deliver at some point. I think I've always said it.
Sign Isak. Do you still expect him to deliver?
I mean, the thing is, it's not necessarily he has to deliver the league, but he has to deliver something. Whether that's an FA Cup, Carabao Cup, Champions League. At some point, you've got to repay the faith. You can't just expect fans like myself who keep backing him just to keep having seasons where he's not doing anything. I think for me, it's compete at all fronts, because it's not even a case of anymore that you can throw these cups away and stuff like that and then lose the Premier League anyway. It's like, no, if you're not going to take these cups seriously, then we can't take you seriously at the moment. And it's about winning. We have to. It's a win now. Look, this window epitomizes a win now mentality, because we could have gone and got Benjamin Sesko, but Berta vetoed that and said, no, you're going to get Victor Gyokeres, who's ready now from everything that people are telling me. When you're looking at an Eze coming in, that's a win now kind of player. Zubamendi coming in is a win now player. The rest of the team was pretty much ready. Like Norgard had to happen because of obviously the situation Arsenal got themselves into, and Kepa because we never had a backup keeper anyway. And then obviously we got Madueke. You can talk on that if you want. I don't really care. Like he is what he is.
You're talking about the signings, but this is my logic. I don't care if Arteta signed Flawless and Vator. He has to win. Genuinely.
No.
And look how I'm not even saying it in any banter way, because after 3 years, no one cares. Genuinely, like I promise you, not a single rival or
no. What I'm saying to you is even if you look at it from because obviously fans can have their opinion, and obviously the fans have been united on the front that he needs to win something for about 2 seasons now, but it's about what are the club doing and what are the club's intent, and it looks like their intent this summer is a win now window. Because you can sit there and go, okay, we got Madueke, for example, then we go and get Sesko, then we go and get, I don't know, someone else like an Louis from the League On. We can go and get all these project players, and that gives you a different indication that the club's looking to continue with this project. But that doesn't look like what it's doing now, because yes, we sign young, yes, we sign youth, yes, we sign all of this sort of stuff. But now it's Victor Gyokeres, who's 27, 28. We're looking to bring Eze, who's 26, 27. We're looking to bring in, players who have got experience. Zubamendi's done it in the Euros, World Cup, all of this sort of stuff. So I'm looking at it from both. It looks like both have finally aligned, the board and the fans, that this has to be the year, because the signings indicate you have to win and you have to deliver, because it's the most we're going to spend. I think the rumors are if everyone comes in, it's a 270, 280 million pound window. If that's not a sign of you have to deliver, I don't know what is. Like, and that's just the truth of the answer. Because before the board let him down, and we can hold him like last season, Moreno and Calafiori coming in only is a bit of a disgrace when you know a striker needed to come in. So the fact that he's delivered on all these things, and I've always said it, I wanted Edu to go first to see what a proper sporting director can come in and do. And now, I mean, he's always been backed. I'm never going to say he hasn't been backed, but now it's undoubtedly you've got every single piece of tool you could ever ask for. I don't care if the whole team gets injured, you still have to deliver. Because
when you say deliver, we're talking Prem champs?
Not necessarily. I mean, just deliver me something at this point. Just deliver me something. Because
domestic cups, would a domestic cup be good enough? So you
depends on how we do in the for example, right? Like I
let's
can
say second. Let's say you finish second, get knocked out the Champions League in the semi-final, competitive to whoever, win the FA Cup. Would that be enough for you?
Depends, because if you're talking 10 points off first, then no. If you're talking like we've taken it to the last day, and it's like, let's say, for example, like Liverpool season when they did 98 and 100 points, I can't sack the guy for that because that's just like unprecedented amount of points. Like that's what I'm trying to say. Like I think that would mean context, like because if it's an unreal season where like a high number of points by
so
both the first two,
like 96 points and you got like 94, you're like, all right, first. But
yeah, because that's like, come on, like 94 points is ridiculous to achieve. So like at that point, I can't say you failed in the league because I'm like, that's just two clubs just being ridiculously good. So at that point I can go, okay, cool, you know, whatever. In the Champions League, like you said, if he gets to the semi-finals and it was a PSG situation and we competed, and then he delivered an FA Cup, I'll be like, okay, cool. On the grand scheme of things, I understand why the board didn't sack him. I'm not saying, you know, we shouldn't sack him because he did fail the main objective, which is delivering on a major honour. But in the context of things, I get why he wouldn't get, why a lot of fans would be like, okay, give him another season. But a trophy is needed.
How many years would you accept second? Whatever context.
I mean, if he goes and delivers the Champions League but finishes second, and you're going to tell me to sack him now, that'd be ludicrous. So context apply. No. Context has to matter.
Obviously, if he wins a major, I'm just saying though, like if you just keep getting second, don't win the champs, right? How many
no trophies at all?
No, I'm not saying trophies. I'm just saying at what point, right? Even if he picks up a little a Carabao Cup here or there, that's really enough to just keep him in the job. When
if he does it this season and he doesn't win anything, he has to go.
Okay, but clearly the team has been at the verge of winning a league for years. So how long are you going to let this team keep getting older?
No. But it's not, you can't just say what happens in the league. No. There has to be a context applied to the season as well. Now, if you're telling me he's finished second and wins nothing, then of course he's got to go. But if you're telling me he's finished second but he's delivered on trophies, then I can't sit here in good faith and go, well. Because don't forget, a lot of the standard FCs sit there and go, trophies are trophies. So if a trophy is a trophy, it doesn't really
I have
matter
a suspicion in good faith. Can I tell you my suspicion in good faith? And Sean took the words out of my mouth. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. Because I was literally going to verbatim say every word he just said. Arsenal fans last season, City have 115 charges. Klopp, Salah, Van Dijk are leaving. So Arsenal are going to dominate. Now it will be, it's not Arteta's fault. Raya broke his fingernails, so Kepa had to play. There's another thing I want to add. I feel like there was a question just ringing in my head when Solz was speaking, and it was from a very famous AFTV clip 10 years ago where DT looks at Robbie and goes, when is it gonna end, Robbie? And I just feel like I'm just listening to Solz right now and I can just envision February, March time. Inshallah, we're all here happy, safe and healthy, and all of you guys in the chat and your families as well. And I can just imagine watching Igal, watching Solz, watching these guys go like, Liverpool signed Isak. How can you expect us to compete? How can you expect us to compete with the likes of PSG? Enrique spent 400 million in 3 years. And I'm just watching, and I'm just listening to him, and I'm just thinking, the cycle actually will never end, because the excuse this season was the striker. You went and got someone who scored 98 goals in 103 games. If I was in your place, I would want either a league or a Champions League or sack the manager on the spot. Because I don't think FA Cup is good anymore. I don't think Carabao Cup is good anymore. And I'll use genuine proof for you. If you kept Unai Emery as your manager for the last 5 years, me and you both know he's a better knockout competition manager than Arteta. He probably would have won you 3 FA Cups.
No. But you're missing the overall context I'm trying to apply here. Now, Unai Emery gets you an FA Cup but finishes 8th. That's the problem with him. And that's
That's
contextually his history. That is guaranteed his history, though. But and that's the problem. It's not just about winning the FA Cup. You still have to compete in the league. You can't just go 8th or 9th. Because if he really wanted to, yes, sack off the league, then go on and get yourself 18th and go win a Europa League. Like, but then you're gonna say, well, actually, why did he fail in the league? Because the content. This is why I'm saying, like, it's ludicrous what people say. Because yes. Also,
no, why does the point tally matter to you?
Even if
you got 94 points but finished second, why does that make it okay?
Because that means they perform very, very well.
Yeah, 90.
But at the same time,
are you okay? So you're telling me when you
maybe
finished
one
second? No. But wait. But Sam, that season when you finished second to City and you were on like 98 points and they finished on 100 and something points, you're telling me that's a poor season?
Great question.
They should have.
Fantastic
question.
I
know what he's gonna say.
You know the difference between Klopp and Arteta? Klopp.
No. Is that no? Answer the question. No. I don't want political answers. Direct, yes or no.
I'll give you answer. No problem.
He can't help himself. He can't help himself.
Number one, I'll give you a literal answer for every single one of them. No bullshit. Number one, Klopp already showed the capability of getting over the line. So
what I asked. Is it
no problem? I'm gonna answer.
No, I asked. I don't care. You can.
You know me a long time. Do I run away from questions?
I asked a direct yes or no. This is a closed question. It's a one-marker. It's a one-mark question. It's a one-mark question. I didn't ask. Explain your answer.
So when you ask a question, it's
I ain't gonna lie. Klopp. I still crash on Klopp for them 2 seasons.
Yeah, target neutralized Vator because the target is incapable of speaking.
People want to
let the target speak.
Yeah, people.
The year where we finished second.
No, I asked a simple answer.
I'm gonna answer.
No, because you're doing the waffle thing. I'm not asking for.
I'm gonna answer.
Yes or no?
The year where we finished second on 96 points, we won the Champions League. The other year where we finished second, we won the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup. Answer.
Yes or no? Is it a poor league season? Because you finished second.
No, because we always left with something. How can I say it's a poor season when we won the Champions League? How can I say it's a poor season? We won the Champions League. It's a poor season.
There we go. That's what I'm saying. Context applies. So you've got to look at the overall.
But that's why I said Prem or UCL. I didn't say just Prem.
Yeah, it's the Premier League or Champions. It has to be with the amount of money he's spent, how long he's been there. It's Premier League or Champions League are the only sufficient trophies. If he had won FA Cup and League Cups along the way, I'd understand it more. He has spent. How much are we talking? If you add on another player. We're talking close to $1 billion. If you spending close to $1 billion, we're not hearing nothing about FA Cups or League Cups or domestic double or points total. Go win. You spend that money to win the major trophies, which is the Premier League or the Champions League. He could finish on 98 points, 99 points, 100 points. If you finish second, you are a runner-up. You went wrong somewhere. Them same 2 seasons with Klopp, there's definitely a game where they dropped that points. They drew to someone or lost to someone they shouldn't, as great as Manchester City were.
You're talking you're talking a nearly perfect season.
Yeah, have a nearly perfect. You have that's ridiculous. City had nearly. Hey, Vator, when you lot finished on 100 points, how many games did you lot win? You remember? How many games did you lose?
1.
You lost 1 game.
No, you lost to us as well, you fraud.
So you lost 2 games.
You lost 2 games.
So yes, we're asking for nearly. Well, yeah, I'm going to double check in a sec. Yes, we're asking for a nearly perfect season. Yes, when you ask when they
stupid.
No, you can't ask.
Of course, you can ask for that. If City can do it, why can't you?
No, but City did it once.
You
did it twice. Did you not beat them by 1 point twice?
No. But to get 100 points, that's only been done 100. Once.
Yeah, but what's the likelihood?
City got okay. I'll tell you exactly numbers. City got 98, and then Liverpool got 97 in 18-19, but we won UCL.
Okay. Right. Yeah. And then what about, did they not beat you to another season by a point? Season?
I'll tell you the other season right here. Yeah. Quadruple charge year. 21-22. City had 93, we had 92, but we won Carabao Cup and FA Cup.
Yeah. It's like, so somewhere along the lines, you drop points to somewhere daft.
Yeah, we drew to Leicester.
There you go, beat Leicester, and you win the league.
But by the way, same thing with Arsenal 2 years ago. Also, they drew. Bro, with Arsenal, that's my point. If they just beat Aston Villa at home. That's it.
That's my point. Why are we acting like Arteta in the past has given these nearly perfect seasons when Arsenal were all the way top and they were clear, right? They dropped against the Gyokeres. Like when you look at his resume in the past couple years, this is my whole point. What inspires you to think that in the next couple years, he will get it across the line when he has been given the opportunity. Even the last time City won it, it wasn't like City was absolutely amazing, spectacular, etc., etc. Arsenal let City get back into it.
And
you guys could have had the season wrapped up before.
And I'm just looking here. Let's dispel the Smith about an early season. So I'm looking here, the 21-22 season where City got 93 points and Liverpool got 92. Liverpool lost 2 games, which is very good. They drew 8. If you're trying to win a league title, you do not draw 8 games. Turn one of those draws into a win, you win the league. We are here at the highest level. We are spending the most amount of money.
And you worked with me at the time. You heard me say that myself, by the way.
Yes,
you heard me
because like stop making excuses for these lot. It's not no near perfect. See, you drew 8 matches. If you are going to try and win a Premier League title, you cannot afford to draw 8 matches. And I guarantee you, if you look, at least without even looking, 3 or 4 of those draws you look at and go, we shouldn't have drew to them.
Yeah.
1 or 2 off days you hear it. You can't afford to have 8 draws. Can't afford to have 8 draws. If they had 7 draws and turn one of those into a win, they win the league. What we doing out here, man? Like, let's start holding people accountable. Like, that's what it is. Man failed. That's what it is. And I've said this about Klopp, as good and as great as he is with that great team. What are we talking
the saving
about?
grace for Klopp, and this is something that even Floods himself mentioned, is he always leaves with something.
Yeah, he won.
The problem with Arteta is he leaves with nothing. That's the problem. Like with Klopp, you could go like, okay, he challenged and it didn't work out, but we won the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup, and we got to a Champions League final. So, and on top of that as well, like what you're talking about, fine margins, right?
Extremely fine.
In the Champions League final, the man of the match was fucking Courtois. we literally dominated Real Madrid and lost 1-0. Never mind fine margins. And still people are saying, yo, Klopp failed. I never forget these conversations. And that's with an FA Cup and a Carabao Cup.
And even with I'm looking here, the 98-97 one. Granted, Liverpool lost 1 game. That's super, super impressive. We drew 7. Don't draw 7 games and you win the league.
I think in one of those seasons we drew like 3-3 to Brentford. We lost to West Ham 3-2.
There we go then.
Fine
That's
margins.
what cost you. It's supremely fine margins. But when we're talking the highest level of the sport, you have to be this strict because it can literally be a draw that costs you something. Literally, is it not 4 results if you change from Klopp's era? You lot have like 3 more league titles and a
the 2 Champions League finals easily right there.
4 results changes. What did we look at Klopp as? Fine margins. Go win.
People could be right here today saying Klopp is better than Pep, like legitimately, if just the results of 3-4 games change. The thing is, and by the way, this applies to Arteta. The problem is like low key, I was against League Honor. I argued against League Honor with the whole domestic cups thing, right? But now I feel like I can't argue against it anymore because it just feels like it's just another season where Arsenal win nothing. Of course, Arsenal fans are not sat around their TVs or going to the Emirates or blah, blah, blah to watch their team just lift the Carabao Cup. We understand. The point is, it's something versus nothing. That's the point. Like, it's still, okay, would you rather have challenged for the league 3 seasons ago and won the Europa? Yes. Would you rather have the year before that challenged and finished behind City, but you won the FA Cup? Yes. So that's the thing.
But you guys hear my man's point when he says if Arteta happens to lose by 1 point and it happens to be one of those magical seasons where it's 90 plus points that was required to win it and he wins a domestic, for him to be like, yeah, I'm not going to say get him out the door because those are rare. Like that type of performance is rare. So I understand a fan saying, you know what, I'm going to give him another year if that were to happen.
And then say he does okay, so my question for you, Vator, is let's say he does it the next year, then what?
That's my point.
If he does it 2 years in a row?
Say 2 years in a row, he goes against someone else who gets 90 plus points. Then what?
And he falls short again and again.
No, it's highly unlikely. But since we're talking about highly unlikely because it's rare,
it's not highly unlikely with Pep in this league. He could easily do it.
Pep could, but it's highly unlikely it happens once. Let's say hypothetically it happens again. Then what? What happens in the second season?
That would be incredibly tough because again, we're looking at only a few managers that have been able to compete like that. Like we saw Klopp do it, we saw Pep do it. And if you were to see an Arteta do that, yes, he fell short, but to see only a third manager be able to compete like that for a board or for a fan to say.
And here's the thing:
is that Chelsea? Let me check.
Yeah, he did. He got like 95. Mourinho got Mourinho.
There you are. Chelsea 93 points, 16-17. by the way.
Yeah, but we're talking about a manager doing it 2 seasons in a row and to say, you know what, he's not good enough. Let me sack him. I don't know.
But you know why? Because we're not just looking at those 2 seasons, Vator. It's
the
what
length,
happened previously.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's
I
the
hear
length
it.
of time where Arteta. Because the thing, Arteta didn't lose the league, by the way. In the past couple years, he didn't lose the league to 100-point teams.
No. That's why I'm saying.
So my point being, in the next 2 years, instead of going to an extreme, right, saying that he falls short because it's a 190, like 90 plus. What if he just falls short to a team that was good but not perfect? Because that's what he's shown he's shown that is the case with him. That
they
falls
started
to teams.
challenging in 22-23. They finished on 84 points. 23-24, they finished on 89 points. And last season, they finished on 74 points. They never even cracked 90, bro. What are we doing here?
That's my point. So I get what you're saying, Vator.
Heartbreak. I lost the league on fucking 97 points. You want to talk to me about heartbreak? You want to know that? Do you know that Champions League season? Flawless was talking about. Do you know that John Stones clearance stopped us from doing an invincible double? Are you aware of how mad that is?
No, I'm aware.
We literally won an invincible double.
Of course, he's aware.
We saved football, of course. I'm aware.
We the one Invincibles and Champions League.
Yeah, you weren't meant to do that. Yeah, we get it. You weren't meant to do that.
That's my point. You're talking about. I'm talking about. It's at this moment in time, and this comes back to the earlier on super chatter who's like, Hussam, you backed Arsenal. Yeah, I did, because I believe that they are gonna get it over the line. Guess what? Now, 3 years in a row, you haven't gotten it over the line. Next season, I'm in complete agreement with Flawless. 75 points, 85 points, 1 million points, no one cares. You have to win. Well, UCL or Prem, one of the big two. Because you can't, after you do all this, you just do what you did 5 years ago and win the FA Cup. Who gave, like, come on, man. Where are we going with this? Come on, man. You have to have like some form of standard at some point in time.
And my point
and
again
I don't even
is
agree with Standard FC, because Standard FC say win an FA Cup and keep him for 2 years. I'm not even saying that. I have even higher standards. I'm saying, you have to win the Prem or the Champs. That's it.
And for me, the reality is, like, Arteta has already shown what he is, right? If he does another year of not winning the league or the champs, why would I believe that he's going to be the guy to do it? At some point, you have to recognize your team is good enough to do these things. Get a manager who gives them the platform to actually get it across the line.
As long as he keeps getting close, keep giving him more time. But as long as he runs it close, man. As long as
the players are getting older.
Crazy now. That's why.
Like, the players are getting older. The contracts are running out. At some point, you have to sack the manager and take a chance. There's some people like, oh, what's if the next guy's worse? What if he's better? What if he gets it across the line? You know what Arteta is going to give you.
The funniest narrative is this contract talk, as if they're not all signing new deals.
No, my whole point is, even if they sign new deals, right? If you continue with Arteta and he continues not to win, what's to say that their heads don't get turned? These guys are getting older, and I said before, this team is clearly good enough. This team is clearly good enough.
Pen to paper. Saka's putting pen to paper. Gabriel's putting pen to paper. Odegaard's putting pen to paper.
Yeah, but my whole point is that's fine. But my whole point is, I'm not saying that they don't believe, right? But I'm saying, how many more years of not winning before they'd say, I'm getting older, I might need to win at some point in my career.
Well, I mean, they could do that now if they don't believe it. Clearly, from the narratives I'm hearing on this panel, he can't get it over the line, but yet they have their faith in him. Like, it's just, it doesn't add up, because people love to hear this, like, Saliba's going to go for free to Real Madrid, yet he's putting pen to paper this summer. Like, none of this is adding up to me, because clearly everything he's doing is to get it over the line. But something falling short. It might not be him. It might not be him. It might be the players realizing, actually, we've let the manager down. We don't know what's happening behind the scenes either.
Yeah.
Jacob Hell will freeze before Spurs win a league title. Big up, though.
Wow.
Jacob.
Because Jacob coming in, we're talking about future Premier League champions. Brother, hell will freeze before you win the Premier League. Be quiet. You're 17th. You escaped relegation. Anyway, as we were, back to the big clubs talking.
Damn.
When it comes down to big clubs,
it's crazy. Sorry, go on, Vator.
When it comes down to big clubs, I hear you guys saying that he's got to deliver. He's got to deliver one of the majors. I'm not gaslighting, but it also depends on how he loses. If he loses in horrible fashion, if he loses not being within contention of winning the league, then yes, the most optimistic fan is going to be like, Arteta's got to go.
See here, the thing is with Vator, I think some, not necessarily Solz, I don't know don't know him well enough in that, but I think some Arsenal fans will still back it regardless.
Yes, I agree with this.
Even if he fails horribly.
No. If he fails horribly, like I'll be real with it. Like I back Arteta. I do think he's I've been shamelessly saying, right? I do think he is one of the creative geniuses of the footballing mind. Like he genuinely does some freak of nature stuff. But even I can acknowledge, right? If he does this, like he's got a Gyokeres. If he starts playing Kai Havertz for the entire season and doesn't use the striker he got given, then of course, like you've got a question at some point.
There's going to be you think it's Solz. That's why I didn't mention you specifically, but I can see the excuse. Oh, he had Madueke. Oh, Saka got injured. Zubimendi's new to the league. Oh, look at what.
No. Do you know what it is? Right? Like, I don't hate the signing. Like the thing is, I can understand that if it's his first or second season because. Well, it's the hand you're dealt. Like Amorim, I can understand when people kind of back him, for example, because you're like, oh, well, these are the players he was dealt with. So, you know, I understand those people. And I understand the Arsenal fans in the earlier days who wanted to back him. But now you chose to sign Madueke. You chose to sign Kepa. You chose to sign Zubimendi. You chose to sign, well, Gyokeres. You know, as a club, they decided to. So these set of players, right, when it comes to the excuses of, well, he was given Madueke, well, no, you decided to sign him. You didn't need to sign him. Like, the players you're given is a different argument. Players you sign, you don't have an excuse to say they underperformed.
Yeah. No, I think you will like be fair with it. I just don't think overall that fans will be like, they'll find excuses. It'll be who City signed or who Liverpool signed or injuries or suspension. Because there's always something. Anytime two teams contending for a league or three teams, like, always point to something.
Well, what's starting to piss me off about Arsenal, right, is the fact that we had the opportunity to sign all of these players that we're talking about. Isak was linked to us, but we decided his value wasn't to the talent that he had, and we let him go to Newcastle. Bruno Guimaraes is a lot of people spoke about. We didn't want to sign him because we didn't value him at the rate that he was going at. You know, when you look at Florian Wirtz and stuff like that, we've been linked to all of these kinds of players. But the problem is, at that time, we're like, oh no, they're too highly priced. I don't know if that's Edu, if it's the club, or if it's... So,
Flawless, you see the people that you refer to? This is an example right here. See? Just back anything the club do.
See, and the thing is, even though he might be trolling,
Madueke will be better than Salah.
I'm gonna give Boston Guns the benefit of the doubt and say he's being sarcastic.
You know there's Arsenal fans who think
I saw Arsenal fans saying that Madueke is going to be what happened to Chelsea with KDH and Salah. So
how can I be smoking cigarettes when Arsenal fans exist?
They're gonna do the same thing like they did. We don't have the Chelsea have it. See what I'm saying? We got the Havertz.
Arteta's gonna unlock Madueke on the left wing.
Yeah, it's gonna be Chelsea Madueke. We got the Madueke from before with all the potential. He
didn't have potential even at PS. You know, part of the problem is, right, it's the over analyzing and like the scouting data that people, like normal people, have access to that they don't actually know how to interpret, because people are looking at it and going, well, he's got explosive numbers, and I'm like, yeah, cool, but that's not translated yet.
He came from Chelsea like Salah. You know who also came from Chelsea? Jorginho. You don't know who also came from Chelsea? Raheem Sterling. You don't know who also came from Chelsea? Kai Havertz. You get me? Let's not play this game.
No. Kai Havertz has done well for us, man. I'm not going to let people diss him.
You think he's been a good signing for you?
Yeah, I think so.
Cool, bro.
He did better than we all expected at the start. You get me? Like,
that's crazy that, yo.
Because the
flow. I'm going to back, because you got to understand, right? Havertz and Rice coming in has massively closed the gap. We weren't competing with the top 6 teams. We weren't competing like on pitch. We're now beating City. We're now beating Liverpool. We're now beating the likes of. So before them two came in, we weren't doing that.
I don't think that's Havertz. Right?
That's what I'm saying. Havertz closing the gap.
Right.
Okay. I'll tell you why. Havertz was the key to us beating City for the first time.
Yeah, that's cool. That's a one-off game, but we're talking overall.
All right, you can talk about the Liverpool game.
Is Havertz the best? Does he make your best 11 right now? Is he a better striker than Moreno?
Yeah, Havertz is a better striker than Moreno. Yes,
because Moreno helped you beat Real Madrid. Remember, twice.
Yeah, but if Havertz was there, we would have beat PSG.
I don't think it was that. Wait, what?
We already beat PSG, by the way, with Havertz there.
Do you know he was in the same PSG, right? You know that.
No, I understand that, but Havertz
Okay.
definitely does help.
So
us
they added this guy called Kvaratskhelia to their side.
Brother,
yeah,
no,
that's
no,
all
no.
good.
Forget all this. The
Solz, I
PSG
don't like
that
the
Arsenal
different
played.
facts. I don't
No,
like
it's
the
even worse. The PSG that Arsenal played in the group stages was playing Kang Lee in because Dembele was being disciplined.
Good, but that's not my problem, innit?
We just
Never
we just
mind all of
bypassed
that.
it to
No,
say
don't
Havertz
discipline
because
him,
decided
innit?
is crazy. He's your highest paid earner, and I don't even think he's your top 5 best players. He's your highest earner.
So
No,
what?
no,
So,
no,
so wait, hold
no,
up. So
no,
my
no,
thing is,
I don't do the whole like, yeah,
So
I don't really think of best 11s. I think that's horses
okay,
for course.
okay,
That's how
that's
I
fine.
interpret.
Souls, my point is though, if you really think Havertz is as pivotal as you say and as important as you say,
Why do you
then
need a
where's
striker?
he? One, yes, that, and then 2, what happens when Gyokeres comes in? Where does Havertz play? Because if he's
Bench.
that pivotal, Arteta's not dropping him, right? Surely not.
No, like I
Oh
said,
my
that's
God,
horses
they
for
beat
courses.
PSG that had.
But we know that what
Skriniar
it is.
and
There's a reason
Asensio.
you lot have been screaming for a striker if he was that
so
good
No,
enough.
no, I'm not
You're
saying
so
don't bring a striker. I'm
shameful,
not saying. I'm saying that there's a role for Havertz, and I just think he gets highly disrespected for
Yeah,
what
squad.
he has done.
No, he's a squad player.
He's a
That's
squad
fair.
player.
He's a squad player. Right, them man were playing Barcola. Fuck, you
Bro.
know,
What is that?
The way start, bro. First of all, no Fabian Ruiz, Zaire Emery started. Barcola, Kang Lean, and Desire Doué was the front three.
Hey, listen, I don't care. We beat PSG.
And
innit?
you know who came on? Randall Colomwani. They had Asensio
Oh,
at the time.
Lord have mercy,
on,
man.
man.
I say Colin
Come
Muani.
on.
But yeah, if he was
They
that
didn't
pivotal,
beat the good
he's a squad
PSG.
player. That's what Havertz is. He's a squad player, which I do agree with. Yes, he's just not a star. This is why your fan base and yourself have been screaming out for a striker.
Whether you want to call him a starter, or not, I don't really think they're starting 11s anymore. I do think there's more of a starting kind of on a bench because you've got to have your finishers come on as well and do part. They have to play a part as well. So for me, like Havertz has done.
Let's
quite
let
good.
that. We'll see about that because once the season starts, your better players are playing more often than not. They're fit, they're starting. If Saka's fit, if Gyokeres is fit, if Rice
Yes,
is
but
fit,
Especially because your first game is United, right?
yeah,
your
off
first game is
again,
United?
squad player, bench player. That's what he is. Yeah, he's a bench player. He's not a starter for you, look. Who does he start ahead of? Everybody fit. Who does
I
he
wouldn't be
start?
surprised if he does start ahead of Gyokeres.
That's crazy.
No.
You lot signed Gyokeres. So where's Gyokeres is going to be on the bench?
I'm not saying I would do that. I'm not saying I would. I'm
I
just
don't
saying
think Arteta would do that.
you could see Arteta
So that's the creative genius, freak of nature that you're talking about.
Yes.
That's the coach. The
Yeah,
creative
but
genius,
even-
freak of
look,
nature, is gonna
even-
buy
okay,
Gyokeres to bench him
okay.
for Havertz.
Even Pep made mistakes, right? He played no DM against Chelsea in a final. Even Pep does it.
We're
That's
not
fair.
comparing.
Yeah,
these
but
That's
guys.
what I'm saying. They all make mistakes.
Yeah,
The
but
thing
we
is
allow
that
his mistakes.
all-
You know why? Because he has
because
credit
he
in the
would-
bank.
That's fine. You can say he's got credit in the man, but even
No,
then,
he does
even
have-
someone
no,
as
it's not
his
a say- no,
caliber, no. Even he
It's
made
not a
mistakes.
state of it. He does have credit in the bank. He is the
He's
bank.
got-
Yeah,
Let's
cool.
do
He
that.
can have credit, but that has
He's
he
the
made
only,
mistakes?
he's the only
That
manager
makes
with a
it
black
worse.
card.
Makes it worse. He's supposed to know.
Yeah, he is, and he made a mistake. Arteta just makes more.
Exactly. There
Get
you
like
go.
That's why Arteta just makes more.
Yeah, but
That's the problem.
Arteta's a shit manager according to a lot of people. So
I don't think he's shit.
he's afforded the mistakes.
I don't think
He's
I don't
meant to
think
make
he's shit.
mistakes.
He's
That's the point.
just not good enough. I don't think he's just shit.
Yes,
manager.
that's my exactly.
He's a
how
good
I would put
manager.
it.
But
Yes,
good
he's a
doesn't
good-
win you Premier League titles.
I think he's better than good, but
He
has
said he was
made
a
mistakes.
freak of nature,
Well, you think he's
creative
very good?
genius.
You think
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
great?
I think he is.
He
You think
called
he's
him a
great?
freak of nature, creative
He
genius,
is.
and then he said he was gonna
He is.
bench Gyokeres for Havertz. Why are
he
we
said-
glossing over this?
Okay. Even with Havertz being a starting striker,
This is a
none
nasty.
of these are finished above us.
I'm so
I'm
gonna
just,
make
I'm
this
just,
a
I'm just
commercial.
using the words that he said to
Yes.
us all together.
And what have you done? The reality of the matter is, even with Havertz, who's this bomb playing for us up top, you
Havertz
still
is not a
haven't
bum,
done anything.
man.
And
He's
we've
not a
outscored
bum.
the majority of you with
Havertz is-
Moreno up top.
Havertz is not a bum. Let's clarify two things. Havertz is not a bum. Arteta, I don't think is a bum. They are just not good enough for where you lot are trying to go, which is winning the Premier League, winning the Champions League. That's why your
we've got
fan base is
Gyokeres.
screaming for a strike. This is why if Havertz was that good and that pivotal, your fan base wouldn't have been screaming for
Yes.
the past 2 to 3 years about getting a striker. He's not good enough.
No,
He don't
that's why
start
we
in your
got Gyokeres,
best
and now
11.
we have both. It's even better.
Cool, yeah, because Havertz off the bench player, I agree. I think he's a squad player. He's a bench player.
Well, I think he'll start in certain games.
Yeah, Carabao Cup, FA Cup, yeah. Any serious games, he's not
No,
starting.
no.
Let's be real.
No,
Where's he
'cause
start? So
even
where's he
when you're
start?
looking
Okay,
at-
so
no,
you
when
are
you
playing.
look at-
You
when
are
you
playing.
look at certain big. No, but this is the thing that people are forgetting. When you look at certain big games, he has been pivotal for us beating them.
Cool. That's all well and good. He's played his role because he is a player of a certain level and can do that. He's good enough to be, and he's in a very good team. Let's not forget that, because you lot are one of the best teams
the
in the
reason
league.
we need a striker.
So what big game? So you lot playing us.
Even for me, I don't even think Gyokeres is necessarily the answer. The reason is the biggest problem that we have is beating mid to low blocks, and I don't know whether Gyokeres has the tools to do that.
I think he's got better tools than Havertz to do that. You telling me
That's
that Havertz?
perfectly fine. No, he can have better.
Oh yeah,
tools.
Solz was one of the guys that backed thingy. What's his name?
Yes, because
Sesko.
the look, I'm looking at the tool sets
Yeah,
they
he
both
wanted
bring.
Sesko.
The reason is I'm looking at tool sets they're both bringing. I'm looking at who
Okay,
can.
so
because
you're the
problem we have-
manager. You lot are facing us opening day. Who you putting up top, Havertz or Gyokeres? Your decision.
I don't
Let's say
know.
Gyokeres, and for argument's
The
sake,
issue-
you
the
do the
issue- the
context
issue
thing.
is-
No.
the
To
issue-
clarify, let's say you sign Gyokeres tomorrow and he has a full preseason. So there's none of this he got in late. He's on tour, he's trained, he knows all his teammates, he's met Win the Dog, the whole nine. So he's fit and fully raring to go. Who are you starting? Not Arteta, not anyone else. You're the manager. You can make the decision. Who are you playing as the 9 at Old Trafford on the opening day? Are you playing Gyokeres or are you playing
against you guys?
Against Manchester United?
Probably Gyokeres.
Okay, why is that?
Because I think you guys are probably going to play a little bit differently to the problems that we're going to face, and I think Gyokeres has the abilities to exploit you.
Okay, your third game into the league season is away at Anfield against Liverpool. Same question. Who you playing?
The way Liverpool are setting up Gyokeres.
Okay, home to Manchester City. It's your fifth
That's where I
game,
play
sixth game.
Havertz. That's where I play Havertz.
So you're going to drop Gyokeres at home to Manchester City,
Wow.
even if he's in hot form.
Well, I mean, if he's in hot form, you don't drop a hot form player. But I'm just talking if we're both just looking at them as like just whatever, right? Like form doesn't matter.
So you're playing Havertz ahead of him. Okay,
For a game like that, yes.
Away to Newcastle the following game.
If Gyokeres at that point has proven the physicality aspect, then yes, I'd play him. But I trust.
Do you think he'll be all right with the physicality? How do you think he'll handle it?
He looks like it, but I mean,
So he'll handle it. So let's say
I can't judge the Portuguese league. It's just shit.
No, you can't. So we can only deal with hypotheticals. Well, not hypotheticals.
All right, in that case, probably it's a more physical game. I've seen Havertz deal with it better.
So you playing Havertz away at Newcastle ahead of him?
Yes.
Okay, and then you.
And then I'll bring Gyokeres on, yeah. Because the reason is, I reckon the long
last question on this: you play the North London derby and you play Chelsea. You play Spurs at home, Chelsea away, back to back at the end of November.
I need to see how Spurs set up under Thomas Frank. If it was under Ange, I'd play Gyokeres because the transitions are better.
Okay, so you're not aiming to dominate the ball and get on the ball
against Spurs. But I mean, I don't know what Thomas Frank is going to do with Spurs.
I get what Thomas Frank is going to do. Arsenal, you're a better side.
No, but you have to though, because like I said, you can't. You need to know how the team sets up. That's why I said, like Liverpool, for example, perfect sense to play Gyokeres because Liverpool are going to play front-footed. So there's going to be space in behind.
You play front-footed against Spurs because you're a better side.
Not necessarily, because if they want to come on to us, then we can play a different game.
You think that's the best move, not to attack Spurs with that defense?
No, but under Ange, it was better not to attack than let them put the pressure on us and then just bounce them because we know we can get them in behind. And that's what we did.
And then what about Chelsea?
Chelsea.
You face Chelsea
that's
away.
That's a tough one. I wouldn't care who we play because they're a bit of a 50-50. It doesn't matter.
98 goals in 102 appearances.
Yes, but you're not looking at how he scored.
Just to be benched
for high Havertz. Thank you. Yep.
I would just see how far we go.
What can I do with my life, bro?
Who cares? Okay, he scored 98. Okay, he scored 19 goals.
I thought forward line is the reason why you didn't win the league to begin with.
No, but who's playing low block against him?
Like I said, if Havertz if Gyokeres is on the bench for Havertz,
it's gonna be peak.
He should be carried out. He should be escorted out by whoever the Arsenal hierarchy if that happens. There's no way Havertz is crazy
for the big games, by the way.
The big games, because man mentioned United away, City at home, Newcastle away,
Chelsea 50-50,
Chelsea away. Chelsea 50-50.
Yes, because what you guys aren't understanding, right, is you guys clearly haven't watched. You're just quoting. Do you watch teletext or are you watching the games and looking at the kinds of goals he's scoring?
When
you're looking at the kinds of goals he scores, you know there's certain games where
I know
he's
he's
not
a
going to do
better
well.
striker. I've seen the goals that Gyokeres has scored, and he's a better striker than Havertz. He's a better
Yes,
striker.
but have you seen how he's scoring?
Yeah, I've seen how he scored, and he's a better
on the
striker.
transition. Not
Yes, on the
necessarily,
transition,
no.
but he was good enough playing
No,
against.
but then there's certain games where, you know what, if a striker's struggling, you need to have more to your arsenal, which he doesn't.
Yes, off the
That's
bench.
why I'm
I asked
saying
you
no.
specifically about
That's
start.
why you can play a Havertz in certain games. It makes more sense because you're going to get more.
I
threats
disagree
out of
that it
players.
ever makes more sense to play him in a big game. That's where we disagree.
All right,
I don't
look,
think it ever makes more sense.
last season, Haaland was disarmed. They clearly needed him to do more. He
Yes, because
couldn't do
Haaland
more
doesn't have the tools. Are we saying Gyokeres?
That's
I think
exactly
Gyokeres
it. That's
is a
what I'm
better
trying to get
footballer.
at. Yes,
Gyokeres is not Haaland. Gyokeres is not Haaland. He's a better
yes, but he
footballer.
doesn't have the tools
He's
in
a
certain
better
games to do
footballer.
more.
So what tools does Havertz have that Gyokeres don't? Let's go there.
Link up play. That's
Okay,
one of
so
them.
link up play. And
I
what?
feel I've not.
No. Let's not stop there. Link up play. What else?
Yeah, I'm getting to it.
Okay,
What I'm
go
saying, I haven't personally seen.
Okay,
if
so
he
you've
can
got nothing
because
else.
when
It's
we
just
do
link
the
up play.
analysis on the physicality side of it, he hasn't seen.
I just need the same way you said to Hassam. I just need an answer to my question. What does Havertz possess?
Okay,
that Gyokeres
I'll say
doesn't?
right now physicality as well.
So-
Aerial presence.
So aerial presence, link up
Physicality.
play, physicality. When you say physicality, what do you mean in regards to physicality?
Like actually
Is that
being
pace?
able to dominate a
Is that
centre back.
Like in what sense? Is that strength? Is that
Like
movement?
bullying, strength, bullying, all of that.
So you think Havertz is stronger than
He has
Gyokeres?
shown to be stronger, yes.
So you think he's stronger than? So when we say we're just saying strength. That's why I asked specifically about physicality. So we think he's
physical
He's
strength.
better link up play.
causing a nuisance,
He's better link up play. He's better aerial presence. He's stronger. What else?
You would think that Havertz is Isak, bro. I can't lie. Like
I've not seen these things from Havertz.
If we sign Isak,
that's what I'm
Nunes against
saying.
Start.
No, thank you. That's
But
what I'm
you're
saying.
not
He's saying
watching
these
them.
things for Havertz. I'm like,
No.
You
The
haven't
aerial
watched him
presence I hear, the link up play I hear, strength.
The strength,
No.
yeah.
I've
Yes.
never seen him bully anybody.
Yes,
But that's
he
the
has
truth.
bully. Oh my
Who?
God, guys, I haven't
Find me a
watched him.
clip. Find me a clip. Find me a clip of
Go
him
watch
scoring a
any
goal.
of his highlight reels. The one
I've
thing
watched
he
his
is good
highlight
at
reels. I've
is
never
being
seen
a
him bully
nuisance
anyone.
to centre
I'm
backs.
talking about him like he's drunk.
Look
I
at
feel like
okay,
that
look at
speed
the,
meme where
okay,
he's
okay.
trying
You
not
want,
to laugh in
I'll
the
give you
background.
one
That's what I
game,
feel
right?
like
I'll give you
now,
one
bro.
game. Go watch the Community Shield game, right? Where, by the way, we were 1-1. Look at what Havertz was doing. Look at the opening City game. In the first City game that we played, Arsenal played them, and Havertz
When he ran into someone.
right? He was
You mean when he ran into
he was the only reason for about 45 minutes we even had the ball.
Let's not go off that. So he's stronger. He's better aerially, link up play, and what else?
Bringing other players into it, which is the link up play.
Yeah,
part.
that's link up play. That's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
same thing. Link up play. That's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
same difference. So do
But
you
he
think
can
Havertz
also
is the best
score
striker?
goals.
So
He can
overall,
also score goals. Yeah.
Havertz is not really so, but we know who's the better goal scorer. So that's. Oh, you're gonna tell me Havertz is a better goal scorer?
No. Goal scoring record. Yes, Gyokeres has got a better one.
Who's the better goal scorer?
We'll see when he comes to the league.
Who's the better goal scorer right now between Gyokeres and Havertz?
In a worse league, yes, he's doing better.
Who? No. Stop changing it because you did this to Hassam.
Oh,
So
yeah,
I'm doing
yeah.
the same to you.
Okay,
Who's
right
the
now,
better goal
Gyokeres.
scorer?
Right now, Gyokeres.
Okay,
Yeah.
we got there in the end. So Gyokeres is who's the better finisher?
Don't. Why are you
Depends.
thinking? Why are you
Who's
thinking?
the better finisher
Why
between
are you
Gyokeres and
thinking?
Havertz?
Right now,
Did you just say it depends on finisher?
He thought about it. He
There's
thought
certain
about
things-
it.
There's certain things Gyokeres can't do. He hasn't scored a fucking
I
header.
didn't ask that. I just asked a simple question. I need a name.
Oh my
I said, who's the
God,
better
bro.
finisher? Gyokeres or Havertz? That's it. I'm not even going to dispute.
Right
you.
now,
I'm
yes,
saying
in a
what you
weaker league, Gyokeres is doing it. Yeah.
No, forget the weaker league. Stop trying to add
You
stuff.
got your answer.
Who's the
You got your
better-
answer.
Who's the better finisher?
In a weaker league,
Gyokeres or
Gyokeres right
Havertz?
now.
Who's the better finisher out of the two?
Gyokeres in a weaker league right now.
Is the Premier League the strongest league to you?
I debate La Liga, but yes, you can say Premier
Well,
League. Well, for me, La Liga might be a bit more, but yeah.
So how come if we start talking about Yamal versus Saka, you'll say Yamal's better even though he plays in quote unquote a weaker league? Why would that not mean?
No, I said La Liga is debatably. You can debate whether it's better.
Let me read the super chats before we end the stream.
I've
Just-
always said
just
it. By
hold
the
up,
way, you
just,
can go look. If you want to
just,
see my tweets, I have always said
just,
La Liga
So is
is
Havertz, let me
arguably
ask you
better.
overall before we get to it. Is Havertz a better
Listen,
striker than Gyokeres in your opinion?
Not a better. Well, depends what you're looking for. That's the issue.
Both at their best.
I'm looking for a better striker.
Both at their best.
No,
Havertz
but
is
the definition
For
of
Arsenal,
strikers has
okay,
changed.
no. For Arsenal, then who's the better striker for Arsenal? With
Like
the
I said,
players
it's
you
more
have and the
difficult.
manager you
They're
have.
completely different types of strikers. That's
Yes,
the
they
problem.
are. That's why I asked you
Havertz is you can arguably say he's more of a false nine than anything, but
who is better for Arsenal? Gyokeres or Havertz?
depends on the opponent.
No, overall. You know who you're going to be facing overall. Who's the better striker for the two?
I think they both bring the same strengths and beat the same team, but they have the same problems. That's part of my problem right now. That's my analysis of the two. Like at the end, they look. Gyokeres can prove me wrong and say he's got
problems. You just said
yes,
that.
because the thing is, I can't see. Look, I can't see Gyokeres beating mid to low blocks. I haven't seen it.
Havertz don't do well against mid to low blocks either.
That's the problem. That's what I'm trying to say to you. So they're gonna solve the same issues, but have the same issues.
That's why he wanted Sesko to solve the problem.
I don't think Sesko's either against a low block.
But he's got more of the tools to at least convince me that he can do it.
Again,
I just don't see it in Gyokeres. I don't see him being able to do that.
Who's gonna have the better season for Arsenal? Gyokeres or Havertz?
I reckon Gyokeres will start more so him.
Okay. Go there and end. All right, first.
No, but that's just because of the starting. But like, if they both start,
okay, so if you want to go there, why is Arteta going to start Gyokeres over Havertz more, in your opinion?
Because he's a £90 million asset. He has to, innit?
Why has he spent 90 million on him?
Well, actually, he did. Berta did. But
okay, so why is Berta and Arteta and Arsenal football?
Berta was cooking,
90 million on him?
Well, Berta did because
so why is Berta?
In reality, Arsenal. If you got Arsenal, wanted Sesko.
So why is Berta? Why has the key people in your hierarchy decided to do a deal with
not key people? That's the problem.
Why have they done that?
Arsenal wanted Sesko. Berta wanted Gyokeres.
Okay, so why is Berta one out?
I thought Berta was cooking, bro.
Yeah.
Did I say he's not cooking? I didn't say don't bring him in.
So why is that?
No, I'm saying, look, from my analysis, right? Again, like what I've seen of the player, I don't see him answer certain questions. Now,
so then how is that? So then how is that cooking? How do you consider that cooking?
He's barely better than Havertz
because he's got more trust in those making the decisions. But he himself has not seen it.
No, Vator Solz don't think he's barely
better. He didn't even see
Havertz.
that. Yeah, he didn't.
Look,
I think he's barely better.
No.
How you gonna win anything?
That's my concerns of a player. But if you guys are telling me I shouldn't worry, then cool, I won't worry.
No,
but I have no concerns. I can't be
disingenuous.
Look, I have concerns of Havertz. I've got concerns whether Odegaard can find his form. I have whether the Saka injury actually is going to impact him this season. I have concerns for even some of our best players. Saliba at the end of the season actually gave me concerns of whether he can find his form again because he had a horrible end to the season. So is that now me saying that these guys are shit and Arteta shouldn't play them? No, I'm just saying you can have question marks of whether these players can do it, which I do believe Saliba will come back.
I'm just trying to get a straight answer, Yasser, because they've spent money on him and it's like they've not improved in Solz's opinion. We have improved. I never said we've not improved. No. With Havertz and Gyokeres, you think they're close, right? In regards to level,
they offer us different things. Yes.
Do you think they're close in terms of level? Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
But they offer us different things, though. Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, we know because they're not the same. But you think they're close in terms of level. So even though they offer different things, Havertz at his best and Gyokeres at his best in Sulz.
Yeah, Martinelli's better than Madueke, but they give us the same.
Yeah,
thing.
there's not but there's the point I'm making is there's not much difference. Havertz at his best and Gyokeres at his best, even though they offer different things.
No, but here's the thing, though. This is what you're not understanding is I've got concerns of Gyokeres of not being able to do certain things. But that doesn't mean he comes in and he can't do them and he'll never be able to do them. It just means I have question marks that I haven't seen the answers to. Now, when I look at his goal reels, when I look at his highlights, when I look at certain things, even when I look at his certain metrics, I have concerns over those. Maybe it is over-analyzing it. Maybe it is just listening to the wrong people and maybe not taking the information from the right people. But I'm yet to hear people actually answer the concerns, and that's kind of where I'm coming through there.
No, I fully understand what you're saying there. I'm just saying that you think Gyokeres at his best currently right now and Havertz at his best currently right now, even though they offer different things, there's not much difference in terms of their level. That's why I'm asking. You don't believe there's too much of a difference in level between the two of them?
No.
With Gyokeres at his best.
Gyokeres for me is an unknown. Like, obviously, I've done analysis of what I can see. I don't watch the league, even Sporting on a weekly basis. I mean, I've seen him play in the Champions League, for example. I hold my hands up. What I've seen is what I've seen. I've tried to look at fail comps. I've looked at highlights. I've looked at goal comps. I've looked at all of that. And I've also looked at the stats. I've looked at the data. I've looked at, what people's concerns are. I've looked at the people who have heavily kind of favored the signing over Sesko as well. And I've looked at it all, but I'm yet to kind of say, like, for definite, if someone said to me, Haaland's link-up play is there, and they can prove that to me, I'll be like, yeah, cool. But I don't think Haaland has link-up play. So that's what I'm trying to get at. Until he answers
how come you're super convinced about
Haaland does have link-up play?
Why are you
No. What I'm trying to say is, when Haaland came in,
You
Right,
said
people-
Zubimendi's one of the best midfielders in the
Because
Premier
when I
League.
watch him, that's what I see. Like when I look at the way he's going to come into the system, I do think the system's going to change slightly. We're going to go into a 4-2-3-1. I do think there's going to be a double pivot coming back in, which is going to solidify the midfield a lot more. It's going to allow Rice to actually play his best position, which is more box to box, be a bit more energetic.
So you think you're going to change the system?
Zubimendi's going to come deeper. This is the other thing as well. Zubimendi comes in deeper, which means Odegaard gets pushed forward, or Eze, or Ethan, or whoever the 10
You
is.
think
Right?
your system's going to change? You're going to play 4-2-3-1. Who does that system favor more? Gyokeres or Havertz? Okay, all right.
As a striker, it suits Gyokeres, but
Liverpool fans in the chat.
it gives Havertz the ability to play the 10.
Liverpool fans in the chat.
So
we're
if
going back
Havertz
to that.
plays in the 10, who's getting dropped?
Well,
Odegaard?
in that instance, it would be Odegaard or Eze.
You reckon you're going to drop your captain to play
Odegaard
Havertz?
or Eze?
No, it's not about dropping. It's about like it gives that ability.
it's
Because
about dropping, you just go like
Odegaard's
that.
injured, for example, you
You
can
get
then.
injuries, everybody fit.
What's the system? Who gets dropped?
We know who's on the
I
bench.
cannot believe this. I genuinely cannot.
Well, we
believe this.
don't know because like from what I'm hearing, Kai Havertz might be starting against United. I don't know. We'll
I
see
hope
what the
he is.
manager has to do.
I hope he is.
We'll see. We'll see.
I mean, either
We'll
way,
see.
you're getting either way, you're
Bro.
getting beat.
I
So
hope-
just-
Anyway, guys, let me
Yeah.
because I
We'll
know
beat
I
you at
know.
the worst.
just-
If
it's
in your
just-
eyes, the worst, but we'll do it for fun.
Listen,
We'll play
I
the
know.
worst guy
I
and
know.
still beat you.
Because you lot have a great record at our place.
I know.
We've been terrible for a long time.
Let me
Listen,
Different year,
let me
man.
just
Different
grab
year.
these for the guys.
Yeah, and
In
the same
summary,
amount, no trophy for us.
in summary,
the same way.
What was that?
that's all I'm gonna say. That's exactly how I felt.
In summary,
Yeah.
let's hope that Arteta does what Solz is saying.
I
Big
hope
up to
so, man.
Netweed said, I see flawless 15th is enjoying it out there. Is what
Hey, the
Netweed is
season's
saying.
the league's reset on 14th. Respect me. All right. I'm saying the league's reset.
Alphabetical order. For me,
I'm saying.
Chelsea need 4 players to challenge for the title, and fit live is so important. Question: Souls, do you think Havertz is better than Palmer?
I'll
Did you
always say
ever-
he's better.
hold on,
I don't
did you
care.
ever-
Shamelessly.
did you
I've
ever
got to
hold
back
that
my
opinion?
client. I've got to back my client.
Wow.
Say what you want. I don't care. That's my client. That's my player. I'm
Yeah,
backing
this,
him.
this is where it is. It's a player of no. You're a player of seas. You're
He's a
Spanish
Havertz.
team guy.
Bro, no. Yeah,
You're
exactly.
a player
bro, there you go.
stand. Got it. You're a player of
No.
C.
Gyokeres can come
now
in.
it
I've
makes
said
sense.
what I've said.
You're a player. Oh, you're a player. I get
Yeah,
it
bro.
now.
Nah,
You know what
man,
I'm saying? I
putting
get it.
Havertz
I
in
get
front
it.
of
I
Palmer,
get it
yeah,
now.
man.
It makes sense.
It clicked.
It
It
makes
clicked.
Look.
All that debate. All that debate for the one question to expose the truth.
Gyokeres, I mean, once he actually officially signed, he's also my player. So he's better. He's a better Swede than the ones they might be signing.
Yeah, but that's why the argument was interesting because it was your player versus your
Yo,
player.
listen. Nations League outscored Isak. Bring it. Bring the conversation. Let's bring the Swede to Swede. Big
Yeah,
man,
yeah,
bring your records. We bring my records. Go on.
I'd
Let's
rather
go.
break.
Band for band, Sweden man outperforms him.
I mean, what
You
band for
bring the
band?
label. Bring the label.
Wait, what
Ban
band
for ban, and
You're
it's
doing
two
rubber
broke
band
Is
for
he
band.
better
Yeah, I was
than
gonna say,
him?
ban
Is
for ban,
Gyokeres
and it's
better
two
than- is
broke
Gyokeres
people, bro.
better
This is
than
what this
Isak
feels
in
like,
your
bro.
opinion?
Well, I mean, if people are gonna throw the stats out there, yes.
I'm asking you the question. Who do you think
People
is
are
the
gonna
best
throw
striker?
stats, then yes.
Okay, he has better stats than Havertz, so why is he not better?
Never said he isn't better.
You
I
said
said
they're
they
similar.
bring different things in it.
Okay,
Oh my
but they're
God.
similar in level, right? All right, got it.
I
No,
would
no, I said
rather
they
break
bring
this
different
light
things. It doesn't
bulb
matter whether
and
they're similar
stab
in level or not.
myself with it than argue Isak versus Havertz.
Yeah,
Hell
you
will
think
fail
Havertz is
before
better,
you.
man? Oh, this to defend Kai Havertz.
Wait, who said
No,
Isak and Havertz? I'm talking about the Swedes. Let's bring the Swedes to the table.
Don't worry, Habib. We've been here before. Trust me.
Been here
Arteta
before.
still-
Yes, I know. Gyokeres has outperformed.
I'm even more
Every
confident
time they
we're
play
gonna
for
win
their
the league
country, who
now.
plays
I'm
better?
so confident.
Well,
we're
who's
gonna
done it
win
better in a tougher league, like you mentioned?
Oh, now we want to bring that conversation in.
No,
Okay.
I'm saying I'm using
I
your
wasn't allowed to
I'm
bring
using
it.
your
Wallahi,
No,
wallahi,
no,
jokes
no,
aside,
you
jokes
said-
aside,
no. Now we want to do
when I
this.
first
Now we
started
do
the
the
stream,
conversation.
the last
Like,
thing I
I'm using
expected-
your
no, when I
Havertz
say
is
it, no, when I
better.
said it, we
No,
weren't
bro,
allowed to
you
talk
said
about the
this.
league.
Souls, you said this. That's why I'm mentioning it. You mentioned the
So
league.
no, I wasn't allowed to mention it, so no one is.
I'm asking
We're not allowed
you a
to.
question.
We're not
I'm
allowed
using
to.
your
I don't
logic.
know
I
that.
can't use
He's
your
No,
logic.
no, we
Why
can't
He's
talk about
holding
it.
you. He's
Why can't I
Flawless is
use your
holding you
logic?
to your
We can't do it.
points.
I'm just using you your logic.
No,
Exactly, he's holding you to your
Yeah,
points.
that point was redundant because you didn't allow me to make it. You said
No, I
no.
did make it.
Straight
I
answer.
mean,
No,
you
you
made
said
the
straight
point. You made the
answer.
point.
I gave you your straight answer, so
You
you
made
can't.
the point.
That point now
You made
becomes
the point.
redundant.
I hear this, man. Havertz defense league. Notice
No, you
people.
made
It's
an
only-
objection.
It's only
No, you
people.
made an
It's only
objection
bang
for-
average players that need a defense
Okay.
league.
You
When the
asked the
players
dude for an
opposite, notice
objection.
people. It's
Yeah.
only players who are average and
No,
below
no, no, no,
average
no.
and poor who
You
need
asked.
defense
You made
league.
an
Notice
objection
there's no
to
Salah
my
defense
comments
league.
were.
Notice there's no Haaland defense league. Notice there's no Gabriel or Saka defense league. You know why? Because them players are of a certain standard.
I stopped
Oh, no,
defending
there is a
Salah.
Saka
now. What's
defense
the
Only when it's the
defense?
There
average
is no No. Because Saka gets highly disrespected. Every winger's better than Palmer's better than him. Foden's better than him. Dembele's better than him. All of these players are better than him. Of course, we have to back Saka.
Trolling. The point I'm making is
trolling or no, we still have to back him.
No, you got
all of this sort of stuff.
You got troll. There's no Saka defense league. There's no Gabriel defense league. Where's the Gabriel defense league?
Oh yes, there is, because people used to call him bozos.
No, he was. I'm saying now. Where's the Gabriel defense league now?
We still have to defend him to get him to this point.
Where's the Gabriel defense league?
We have to defend him because people are telling us the guy.
When a player is consistently delivering, you don't have to defend him. That's Flawless's point.
No. Because even Gabriel gets disrespected.
All this to back.
No, not anymore. Not anymore.
Yes, he does.
It's true, brother. This is all this to back. No, we're creating. You're literally boxing shadows to defend Havertz, bro. Like, who's out here disrespecting Saka, bro? Like,
let me, guys.
Gyokeres gonna be on the bench room. What?
That killed me, by the way. That killed me. No, he said that the genius, freak of nature mind of Arteta. Yeah, he's gonna bench Havertz. He's gonna bench
Gyokeres. I don't think he will. I think Havertz gets benched, but. Yeah, there's horses for courses.
All of this and they gonna win shit anyway.
Like
that's
3
the crazy
weeks.
part.
People think the Premier League is in a long time. It's like August. It's literally like 3 weeks.
It's 30 days. It's 30 days.
No. Gyokeres coming in does win us the league. Eze coming in wins us the league.
Wait.
That does not compute with what you said before. That literally doesn't add up with what you said before. But okay,
say that again. Gyokeres coming in.
Eze, Zubimendi. We've got Mosquera coming in. Yeah, man, they win us the league.
Bro, Mosquera isn't. Why are we talking about Mosquera like he's starting over your center backs?
No, because if one of them gets injured, who's going to come in?
So let me ask you, no Eze, Gyokeres comes in alongside Mosquera and what you have. Do Arsenal win the league?
That's tough because that left-hand side looking a bit meaty in it.
So it's Eze that you need.
Yeah.
As well, yeah, because to get the best out of Gyokeres, you need two creative wingers. And that is what you'd have. You have Saka who can create, and you'd have Eze who can create. If you have the thing is, Madueke and Martinelli are running blind alleys, and then they'll look at Gyokeres in the box and go, "Nah, we ain't gonna cross that."
Who's Berta's guy?
Wait, what? Which Spurs guy?
I said Berta's guy. Berta signed Madueke, correct? Was he not a part of that deal?
I don't know anymore, man. I don't know who's signing these Chelsea dudes. I don't know what
I get it now. I understand what it is. I understand what it is. When it's a good player and a player,
I think it's Arteta. I think Arteta.
Berta's cooking. Yeah, Berta's cooking. Yeah, you peep the game. You peep the game.
Okay. He got one good of a player, and I'm gonna say he's not been cooking. He has cooked this summer.
No, he has. That you missing the point. Nobody said he hasn't been cooking. What I said was, I'll repeat it again so you can hear me clearly of what I said. When you make a good signing and it's a player you like, it's a better signing.
No.
When it's a bad player,
no. I didn't say that. I said Madueke is more than likely to be an Arteta signing.
Every fan base does that.
So are we saying Berta had no say, didn't do none of the deal with Madueke? No, he wasn't involved whatsoever.
No, of course he had to sign it.
All right, okay, so he signed off on it. So he's in agreement.
No, but there's look, like for example, right, Victor Gyokeres, like has been highly reported that Berta walked in.
I know what Flawless is doing as well. You're such an asshole.
Berta walked in.
This is great conversation.
You know exactly why you're asking as well.
No, because the thing is, look, Berta walked in.
The report today was Madueke is an Arteta signing. That's why he's asking this question. You know?
No, I said he's an Arteta signing. I'm not saying he's not. I'm just saying
yes, man. Then
no, because he vetoed the entire board and club to say no, we're signing Victor Gyokeres. So he's not a yes man.
He agreed with the Madueke, so he was a yes man in the Madueke deal because he didn't want him. But he's still
there. Cam, I know, brother. If anyone knows Flawless,
I'm just saying, like,
if he wanted Madueke at Arsenal, that's why he's there. Report said it was Arteta.
Yeah.
So
he doesn't look at him as a backup.
Yes. No. It doesn't make him a yes man.
No, he was a yes man in that instance. I'm saying in that scenario.
Potentially, yeah. I don't know what happened behind it. But if you're going
it's either one or the other. He either was in agreement and wanted Madueke, or he was against it and had to go along with it. So which one is it in your opinion?
Knowing the history of Arsenal, the man as Chelsea plays this guy's side, it's more than likely Arteta.
So no, I ask you the question again. So either Berta was in agreement with the Madueke signing and was all for it, or was against it and got overruled. Which one was it in your opinion?
I don't know because it's hard to answer.
Right, take a wild guess then. Let's take a guess. Take a wild shot in the dark.
No, because I don't think if he wanted to overrule it, he's done that before.
Okay, so he's in agreement with the Madueke deal then.
More than likely, yes.
Okay, we got there first. Okay.
Real Madrid is the cup team. La Liga's for Barca is what Litvibes is saying. Habibi, no one cares about Madrid Barca. Are you hearing what we're hearing? Big up to Sean. Thank you for the super chat, Litvibes. Context has become a new word for excuses. There's context for everything in life, but Arteta is the only manager without any accountability for failure. Fact. By the way, guys, this is getting straight clipped up immediately. As soon as the stream ends, we are clipping this shit up directly, brother. Tell you right now, this is gonna be an unbelievable clip right
Yeah, but
here. For
nothing
the
mad was said though. There's nothing.
I'm
to
gonna
click.
title it.
Nothing mad said.
The fact you think nothing. Okay, bro.
I'm gonna title it Havertz is better than Gyokeres. I'm gonna title it clickbait.
But that's not what I said, so that's clickbait.
Doesn't matter. You're gonna get clickbaited, mate. Hold that. Big up to you, Sean. Thank you so much for the super chat. I agree with you as well. Oh, Naval Nations. I'll try to find Naval Nations super chats. We're reading this one. Kai Havertz stinks, brother. Be honest with yourself.
He does, bro.
He
Kai
doesn't
Havertz, man.
stink.
Oh,
Yeah,
he
he
don't
does.
stink.
He
Oh,
does.
you can't talk Champions League without mentioning Kai Havertz. So yeah, you can push
What?
it.
I don't think.
Guys, I'm
What I
glad. I'm
will
glad.
say
I'm
is
glad.
the
I'm
list
glad
of-
that
the list
Havertz touch hit
What I will
Ederson,
say
bro.
is the list
I'm
of
happy,
what
bro. Shout
Havertz
out
does
Ederson.
better than Gyokeres is very, very small. That's what I'll say.
Yeah, but the only thing you can do is like literally finish.
Who?
Everything else, Kai Havertz is a better footballer than him.
I don't think he makes better runs than him. I don't think he has better anticipation.
I think the physicality point I would
anticipation's a
argue
bit
as
of
well,
a-
but
Anticipation is a bit of a what? Go on, finish.
Okay, well, what's your definition of anticipation though?
To knowing where the ball's gonna drop.
Oh,
That's my
Havertz is
definition
brilliant
of
at that.
anticipation. No, he's not, because he
no,
would get
he's
more
not.
goals if that
No,
was the
he's not,
case.
bro.
No, he's just
Also
kinda
runs
sharp
off the ball.
finishing.
Also runs
He's
off the
just
ball. I think
kinda
he's
sharp
better.
finishing, though.
I think not only do I think he has better anticipation, I think he has better movement.
No.
I think he can run off the ball.
Movement. Kai Havertz's movement is elite.
No, he
It's
drops
just
in.
He doesn't get picked out as much.
No, he drops in deep because he don't have the pace, and then from a physical.
No.
Okay.
Look at the amount of times Kai Havertz is in the box and no one picks him out. He's in perfect
Yeah, there's a
position.
reason they don't pass to him, because they don't rate him. We've all played 5-a-side with a
That's
guy
like
who don't
different.
rate.
That's what I'm saying. But that's not on his movement. That's because
No,
of the shit finishing.
again, you're talking about his movement in regards to. You mentioned about transition. He can't transition.
No, I didn't say. I said Gyokeres is definitely a transition player.
You know
way
that. So
better
from a
transition
physical, I think I disagree with the strength side of things. I think he's
No.
he's got
Look
better
at he
acceleration.
can't
I think
bully
he's got better
defenders
top
of
speed.
a
I
higher
think he's
caliber.
got better agility. I think he's got better balance.
No. Look at the Arsenal
think he's
game.
a
Look
better
at the
finisher.
he can't bully defenders who have got more physical. Like if they're at a good level, a decent good strength level, he can't do it.
We don't
He
know
can
this.
but he can
We have
bully
a
the
small sample
Portuguese
size.
because they don't have the strength. Whereas when you look at him in the Champions, he does struggle against centre backs of better physicality.
Who are these centre backs? What is this sample size?
Gabriel, Ruben Diaz. Like when you look at the City,
We're saying two-
because
so we're
we're
saying
looking
two
at him because the thing is he's
It's
got
two
a very
matches.
okay,
It's
but
two
the
games.
issue
It's two
but
games.
the issue here's the issue though. When you're talking about him playing against the higher competition, there's very limited games. That's the problem as well.
Yeah. What does
So
your
it's
point?
not in-
Like I
like-
say, my list, my overall point still stands about when we list attribute for attribute, Gyokeres washes him across most of them.
Not really.
He does. He washes him.
He does.
Okay,
he
guys,
does.
let's agree to disagree. Flawless, Habibi, you have a stream on your own channel. I'm trying to help you out.
Sorry, nah, I'm just I just like seeing people dig their own grave. It's great. You know what I'm saying? Let's see
There's
what
no
else
grave
people
being
do.
Yeah,
dug here.
that's why I
It's
tried to
great,
warn.
man.
You see, let
There's
me
no
just
grave
say
being
this.
digged though. That's the
Let
problem.
me just say this before I read
He's
these
still-
super chats and we end the stream.
What
First of
grave's
all, why are
being
we
dug
not at
here?
500 likes? If you haven't
The
been
Havertz is
entertained
close
enough
to
to hit the
Gyokeres
like
in any
button,
way,
you're a
shape, or
fraud.
form.
Like, you
it's a
have to hit
Havertz
the like
shaped grade, bro.
Close the live chat and hit the like button right now. We can't be not at 500 likes. All this entertainment, I'll be honest with you, is prime entertainment. I can't believe Victor Gyokeres accepted what Zlatan rejected the fucking trial. The fuck you want to be a winner? Had Liverpool, City, Chelsea shakes head in disbelief. Is Gyokeres going on a trial?
No.
No, he's
That's
saying because he's saying that because
because
he's like,
Zlatan
he
was
has to beat
supposed to
Havertz.
be
Oh,
Arsenal,
yeah.
We
True.
offered him a trial. Yeah.
Every Arsenal fan is another flavor of Igal. That's not true. Solz and Igal is different. Solz wanted the Sesko. Be fair, panel. Arsenal 11 wasn't full either semis. Yes. And also the year Liverpool won the Champions League, we beat Barcelona 4-0 without Salah and without Firmino. Big up. Shakira and Origi beat Barca 4-0. Big up, mate. You see this guy in the bottom right that has been gegenpressing Solz all stream. He saw his club go to Juventus away without Roy Keane, wasn't it?
No, Roy Keane was there, but when we faced
The game
Bayern
after,
Munich,
he was suspended.
yeah, he suspended the final against Bayern Munich.
He was suspended
Yeah.
for the final. They beat
Yeah.
Bayern Munich 2-1.
Him and Scholes was missing. Yeah,
Yeah, there you go then. David Beckham played centre midfield
he did. We were awful.
against
in that.
fucking
Yeah,
Bayern
but
Munich. bro.
Beckham's a quality player, man.
Yeah, absolutely. We were just awful in that final. as well,
Guess
so-
what? I think Moreno's a better striker than Havertz. Big up to Naval Nation says, don't argue, please, don't argue. Victor, you
don't mention
more
it then, innit?
got the chance of winning a breastfeeding competition with MILFs than winning anything at Arsenal. Hey, shout out the MILFs. Big up to Emmanuel says, why is this a discussion?
All
Wallahi? I don't
caps
know why
too.
this
He
is
was
a
in the
discussion.
spirit typing this. This is all caps.
I don't know
This
why
is what happens when you have people who are player FC.
Player FC.
That's what it
Yep.
is.
No, look, I'm gonna back Gyokeres when the Isak conversation happens because
You are
Gyokeres is
backing
proven to be
Gyokeres,
better.
he's backing Havertz.
Or why
more.
not just be? Or why not just be? You can back him, but why not just be honest about it rather than just back him for the sake of it?
No, I am being honest. I do like Havertz. I think he brings a lot to football.
Trust me, we know you like Havertz.
Yeah,
Believe
trust
me.
me. We,
But I
Yeah,
also
we-
like you.
we-
I like
Believe me, we
what
know.
Gyokeres- no,
we
I also
believe.
like what
Yeah.
Gyokeres brings, but I'm not dishonest about their
You
strengths and
describe
weaknesses.
Havertz as if you're describing Firmino, like link up play.
All this,
pass-
if he was that good, you wouldn't need a striker.
Facts.
Does that? No. I said horses for courses. You guys weren't
Horses
getting.
if it was horses for courses, if he was that good across the
No, but we also
had
do
that many
need
skills-
Gyokeres as well.
Okay, so I'll use your words. If he had that, if his skill set was so good, he would be better across more courses. Most attacking players are. When we talk about the creme de la creme and the best of the attack, we don't talk about horses for courses.
Prime example,
Very,
I'd
very
play
good.
Salah against every other system in the world.
There we go.
Yeah, but I do that for Saka, but I don't think Gyokeres or Havertz are those.
We like what we talking about here. So there we go.
I
So
think
we're
you're
talking
crazy.
skill set, but we're talking
I think
specifically
Gyokeres
about
has to
Havertz.
start every game if you want to win the league. I'll
What we
be honest.
talking about here? The only reason why we're talking about horses for courses is because you're not good across too many courses. Then your skill set can't be.
Yeah,
that
but Gyokeres isn't either. That's
when
the
it comes to
problem.
more
I'm saying.
salaries, but he's more again. But we're talking specifically about Havertz here, not Gyokeres. We're talking about Havertz.
Solz,
Yes,
come
I
on,
can be
man.
honest
Stop
about
telling
his
us
weaknesses.
to now.
Specifically,
And I've been
you,
honest
Gyokeres-
about the weaknesses, and I've
you
said what my
Gyokeres
concerns are.
to the side. The reason why yourself and your fan base have screamed for 2 to 3 years about getting a striker is because Havertz is not good enough across too many courses. Because he's
No,
not
no,
that
and
good.
I've admitted that, and that's why I
he's
said
not that
that's
good.
why we're
That's
looking
it.
at a striker. But that doesn't negate the thing is right. People then think Havertz is this like player who doesn't do. No, what I'm
I've
saying
never
is,
said. Have I not said he's a good squad
what
player?
I'm saying, my point. Look, my overarching point is this. I feel like they answer the same question. That's the problem I have. I don't know. Look, unless
but
why are you
the
gonna
thing
win
is,
when
I've
you
asked
won?
this question
But
3,
again,
4
that's
times,
the issue.
and I'm
the fact
yet,
that-
I'm yet. No, wait. I've
No,
asked
now
this
he's got
question
depth.
3, 4
Got
times,
depth
right?
now.
Where I don't know if Gyokeres can answer the question of mid to low blocks.
Go on. Yes, I think he can. Yes.
But how? Why? Like, what's the proof?
How? Because I don't think your issue in regards
Better than
to
Havertz.
playing against your issue against low blocks, I don't think personally is from a creative standpoint. I just think when them chances drop, you lot don't take them. That's where the issue lies.
But
I
that's
don't
what
think
the issue is. Gyokeres hasn't proven to be. that kind of player.
I don't think creatively. So I'm answering your question. I don't think creatively against low blocks is Arsenal's problem when I watch you lot. I think it's the taking of the chances, and you have a better finisher in Gyokeres. That's why I think he'll be better against low.
No. But here's the reason why.
Nah,
I
good
kind of
answer
go
to your
against
question.
him.
It was a great answer.
No,
wasn't
of
it?
course,
Sorry,
of
go.
course. I didn't say
know.
you haven't answered the question.
I'm
But what I'm
cold,
saying
I
is the reason why I
refreshing.
kind of like disagree with that is because when I look again, I go with the evidence I see. I haven't seen the evidence when he has like even if he has played against.
Okay,
Liverpool,
so what
I saw him
striker
before.
would you want then?
I wanted Sesko because I feel like he answers those
What
questions.
evidence has Sesko shown? Because he plays in a weak league too.
No, he does 100%, and he plays in a
So
more
what
open league
evidence
as well.
have you shown them
But
that you are
the,
so
the
convinced?
reason is because the variety of goals that Sesko has scored gives me a bit of confidence that if you can coach and nurture him, he can do more.
But you don't need to have a variety of goals if your only issue is playing against low blocks.
No, you do though, because you need the aerial presence at times as well.
You lot don't cross the ball anyway like that. How many headed goals did Havertz get in the Premier League?
Moreno's
How
got a
many
lot of
goals
headed
did he
goals.
score?
We
But
score a
how
lot of
many
headed goals. But the issue is we just don't have the finisher of that caliber to do it.
Finisher. Who's the better finisher out of the two of them?
Well, Gyokeres at the moment, yeah.
Okay, then. So that's why he'll be a help then in my
At the
opinion.
No.
moment,
But then
kills
the
me,
problem
bro.
then comes in is in the low blocks, you do need to be a bit more dimensional to just being able to finish. He can't header the ball.
Again, that is an issue. He isn't aerially good, but then he wipes out Havertz in every other.
But then
aspect.
also, can he handle the physicality on a weekly basis? That's the other thing I haven't seen him do.
There's some
Because
questions.
when he does come across those better physical teams, he hasn't been able to handle it. And that's kind of where.
Again, the sample size
And
is
it's limited.
games.
It's limited, but that's the problem.
You're saying
It's
2
limited, and he
games?
hasn't been able to do it.
You're saying 2 games. You can't
He's
use
confident.
No,
that.
but
as 2
the
games.
issue is so limited that you can't answer that question.
Answer what? What's the question? Well, I answered the other
The
one. You had,
physicality side of things, because
I think
there's
he'll be
no
fine from a
sample
physical
size.
standpoint. There's strikers who score goals in this league who are not the most physical. Go and look at the list.
But you
How many
need
goals
no,
did-
but they don't play against low blocks. That's where the difference is coming.
Of course, some of them will play against low blocks. Not
Like,
everyone is. Go
like-
check the list of strikers. Go
That's
check
the
the
Aguero.
thing. But who?
Go Chester. Go
Aguero
check
was
the
very
list of-
physical. Don't do that.
Aguero, Rooney, Carlos Tevez, Bobby Firmino, many.
No,
Yeah,
but
go
they
check
have a
the
different.
list. Let
Aguero
me actually-
dealt-
I'll pull it up. 1 second. I'll pull it up right now. Give me a
Aguero
second.
dealt with the physicality very well.
Hold on.
Very low center of balance. He was good. And
Yeah,
Rooney,
man,
Rooney
Gyokeres
was
will be
a
fine. Let me
bulldog.
check the top scorers. I'll
Okay,
answer your
as Flawless is looking it up, Solz, man, come on, stop dulling us, Gunners, shaking my head. This thinking is the result of 20 years with no Premier League and Champions League.
Did I say don't sign him? I'm just saying I have concerns. What's the problem there? He's through the door. He's through the
doesn't
door.
see the
Flawless
fact that the
flipping and
Havertz
sending
defense
to
is the issue.
Gyokeres. Come to United is what JC's saying. Imagine Flawless clips all this up and sends it to Victor Gyokeres like, yo, join United.
Nah, he's going Arsenal, man. I've already aware that he's going to
to be on the bench for Havertz. Phase 18 Arteta fan is gonna be Havertz is better than Thierry Henry. Is what
No, that will never
the guy-
happen, man. Thierry Henry.
you wouldn't go that far. Maybe he has better link-up play.
No,
big
Thierry
up
Henry's
to-
a goat, man.
Maybe he
No.
deals with the physicality a bit better.
Big up to Saul
Yeah.
who says
I'm looking
perverts
here.
prop in 2025. Wallahi, it's crazy. Wallahi, when I
The
set up the
big
stream today, I did not
2025, bro.
expect this at all. Wallahi, I did not expect this.
Because
at
who
all.
expects Havertz
Yo,
and
man,
Gyokeres to
yeah,
be in conversation?
these are
That's
two
the
players
issue.
I wouldn't say are the strongest.
Exactly.
Both playing striker. Ollie Watkins and Johan Visa. There you go. There's two.
Mbuemo ain't that like.
Nah, Bruno
fucking
brute force.
powerful,
But
you know?
Johan Visa, Ollie
No,
Watkins. is
but
not the most
if you're going to
physical.
go for that, Saka doesn't look like he's physically, but you can't handle it.
Nah,
There's
he
certain
is
people who
solid.
just have
Saka
more
can.
core. There's more core strength. Whereas with Gyokeres, when he has had to deal with it, he hasn't.
It's two
That's the
games.
problem. But again, it's not just 2 games. There's probably more
Solz is
examples.
just saying he needs to see it in the Prem. Solz is saying
You can say
he's
that for
he's
anything.
hesitant.
You need to see that with Sesko in the Prem.
I know, but he's just
He
saying
went-
he's
No, I
hesitant.
have.
When
I've
he
said.
went Sesko, where?
Look, the thing is, obviously, the issue is we've spoken about Gyokeres and Havertz. Obviously, what I'm saying is Sesko. I haven't seen the goal catalogue, but I've seen the skill set.
So why is the physicality not a problem then for Sesko? You
It
haven't
can
seen
be.
that. Okay, cool. But you're convinced about signing him, he's going to be a success.
No, I never said it'll be a success. I'm just saying he's
You wanted
in
him,
my
of course you
eyes. No.
think he's a success. Of
This is
course
what
you
you're not
think he's gonna
understanding.
be a
In my
success.
no.
Wait.
In my
You want
eyes,
a
he's
player
got
to
other
wait.
skills.
You want a player to sign for Arsenal, you don't think he's going to be a success.
No. It's not about him being.
So you think
you're
Sesko's
saying
gonna be a
definite
success?
I don't think
Not
someone
definite, but in
outside
your
of the league is a
opinion,
definite success.
Solz, in your opinion, you think if you sign Sesko, he'd be a success at Arsenal, yes or no?
I think Gyokeres will be a
No,
success.
not can. What will? What do you think will happen? I'm asking for your opinion.
Well,
on it.
who's Sesko?
If Sesko joined Arsenal Football Club, do you think he would be a success?
Yes, but I also think Gyokeres
Okay,
will be a
cool.
success.
So you think Sesko would be? So why is this? So the physicality side of things wouldn't be that much of a problem for him?
No, because
even though
he
he's not
has
doing it?
other
What are we
skill
talking
sets.
about here?
No, because that's what you're not understanding. Gyokeres will also be a success. I'm saying that as well.
So what's
But
the
what I'm
issue?
saying,
I agree.
but
Gyokeres will be a
but what I'm saying is I have concerns for both. That's
Of
not.
course,
It's not
there's
a
concerns
wrong
for
thing
any
to say.
player. Unless you're signing a certified top world-class baller.
I have
There's
look.
concerns
If
for
you
everything.
really want me to go and take a hot take, I have concerns about
No,
Rodrygo
hot
coming
take,
to
I'm
the
just
Prem.
asking your opinion on it because they don't make sense to me. That's what it is.
No. Even if you want me to go away from these players, I actually think Rodrygo's a concern for as well, because I don't know whether he's got the mentals to be the I'm him kind of player. He's shown it in patches. No, exactly. But he's not. He as an individual hasn't shown that.
Hasn't shown what?
Like the I'm him, whether he's got the mentality to battle it to be one of the best. He's just never.
He's been one of the best at Real Madrid.
No, but he's never been the consistent best. Like he's always been outshone. He's willing to be outshone. That's the problem with him.
No, he just doesn't do the frills and get all the goals and assists. But he's been key in Real Madrid's
Yes.
recent
No,
success.
I agree. He's very underrated.
So why could he not be key with you lot? You have Gyokeres and Saka. Why could he not be?
No, I do. No. It's not a concern like that. This is the problem. You're twisting the way I'm saying a concern. I'm saying I've not seen the mentals. That's what I'm saying. It can be a hot take, but I'm just saying until I don't see a player do something, I can't just assume they'll do it. I've not seen Rodrygo. I've not seen Rodrygo.
If you sign Rodrygo, would he be a success at Arsenal in your opinion?
Yes, but I still have concerns.
Okay, but you think he'll be a success, so them concerns can't be that big. Because there's a reason you don't want none
even with Gyokeres, like I said, they're not big concerns. I've just not seen them. But I'm not one of those fans who's just going to sit here and go, everything's perfect about a player.
No one's
and
asking you for that.
No, but you are, because you're like, as soon as I bring up
I just asked your
concern,
opinion on it because I didn't understand. So therefore, if I'm confused about something, I'm gonna ask you to clear it
no,
up.
that's what I'm saying. Like, I have certain
To
concerns.
say Rodrygo, like to say you have doubts over Rodrygo is absolutely wild.
No, doubts. I do think he'll be a success, but I'm just
Concerns
saying I
and
have
doubts is the same thing. So stop playing semantics.
no, the doubts are different though, because doubts
Concerns
can be
and
proven.
doubts are the same thing, man. What are you
Doubts
talking
could
about?
just be my analysis of the player. That doesn't necessarily
So
mean
what's your concern? So
necessarily
concerns, not your analysis of the player. What are we doing here, man? All right. Okay.
So what are you?
Nah, real talk though, he'll
so
be
you
decent
not,
for
when
them
you
is
make
what
an
Naval
opinion and you're not
is saying.
analyzing the situation, that's just stupid take.
Why
So
is
you're
that?
not. So when you think of a player, you're just gonna sit there and go, "Well, I didn't analyze it. I'm just saying it."
No, I analyze it. Yeah, I just think your analysis is terrible. I just think your analysis of Rodrygo is absolutely awful. That's what it is.
No, I'm just talking about the mentals. He has never.
He's
never shown the main character.
The question Rodrygo's mentality at a club that we've seen crush many a great player is crazy to me, and how he performed. And you think he'll be a success at Arsenal? So the concerns can't be that big.
No. Mentally, he's never been the I'm him kind of player.
You don't necessarily.
Even though he's got the ability to be, he needs to show that more because we need that. The issue with Arsenal, the issue at Arsenal right now is we don't have enough players. We don't have enough players, right, who sit there and go, "Give me that fucking ball, I'm going to make this happen." I think Eze's got that mental. That's what I'm trying to say. There's not enough of them. They cower away at times, and I do think Rodrygo's got that kind of thing. Where you
think Rodrygo cowers away?
At times, yes. He needs to be a bigger part.
When is Rodrygo cowered away? When is this?
He does. Like the thing
Rodrygo
is,
cowers away. When?
No.
Okay,
maybe cow's an exaggerated word.
Oh yeah,
but what
I
I'm
think
saying
so.
is yeah. What I'm trying to say is he just doesn't have the I'm him moment.
You don't necessarily have to be the I'm him moment for what you lot need.
We do though. That's exactly what.
Why is it?
Because we don't have enough actual game winners.
As long as he produces, it don't matter. Just
Plus,
produce.
No, we do though.
Solz is the Arsenal expert on the panel right now, and if he thinks that what he needs in his club,
he just said Rodrygo cowers away at Real Madrid.
No, I said okay, maybe it's an exaggerated word, but what I'm trying to say is he doesn't have the I'm him mentality.
How do we know that? What we basing it on?
Because we haven't seen it. We're not seeing it for Brazil.
Playing his role.
We've not seen it at Brazil, and nor have we seen it at Real Madrid.
Maybe he's just playing his role.
But that's the issue. I need him to step in.
Why is that issue? He's playing his role, like he's doing what he needs to do for this, and it's
be
been very
the guy because you've got the ability to be the guy.
And it's been so set. No, he don't have to be the guy at Real Madrid.
Saka's playing his role, but he's also playing the I'm him role.
Yes, because it's Saka's role. And how successful has that worked out for Arsenal?
Well, without him, it would be way worse. Way worse.
Yeah, well, how's it worked out? It hasn't. To say that about Rodrygo is crazy. But here we are, man. That is crazy. But like I said, your concerns ain't that big because you think Rodrygo would be a success at Arsenal.
Yeah, but you can still have concerns.
Of course. No one's disputing that. But you think he'll be a success is the overall point.
Yes, but you can have concerns.
All right, so he's good enough then. You think he's good enough?
Potentially, yes.
No,
who are we talking
about? In your Rodrygo, in your opinion, you think Rodrygo?
Ability-wise, 100%. There's no
overall. Stop trying to switch it and move stuff.
No, but you want the answer. If you don't like the answer, then you don't like the answer.
No, because you wanted to press Hassam about this, but now you don't want to answer straight up. So I'll ask you again: would Rodrygo, in your opinion, be a success if Arsenal signed him?
Overall, yes.
Yes or no? Okay, so he'd be a success. So then the concerns and everything else is not too major because you still think he'll be successful at your football club. What are we talking about here?
No, but the concern. Okay, with the Rodrygo, the concerns aren't big. With Gyokeres, I do think he can be a success.
But you think Gyokeres will be a success too? You've already stated this.
Yeah, I think he can be a success if he answers those concerns.
Don't forget, you think he will be a success?
He can be, yes. I think it's a can be. I don't think he won't. Like
he will.
No, he can be.
Forget can. You already said on this stream already. You will. You think he will be?
Can I say this? The players can have success, but then it doesn't translate to like what they're doing individually to being the best for the team, right? Yeah. Rodrygo can be successful with what he's doing, what he's attempting to do, but it may not translate for them to win all the honors that Solz wants to win. So. You guys are kind of arguing on both sides.
It's crazy. All this to defend Havertz. That's where this stems from. Well, we move.
It's not really to defend Havertz. I'm just saying what my point of view is.
Guys, خلاص بالله عليك. Let me just read these 4. Flawless has to go argue with Vator next. Now, real talk though, he'll be decent for them. Kai next Zlatan though. Watch. Believe the hype. No. Kai Havertz is next R9, brother. Never
No
mind.
one went that far. I don't. You guys are just taking this into and creating a.
Yeah, no,
all I've said is what he's good. No, I just don't like the Kai Havertz disrespect as if he's some bum. That's all I'm trying to get at. Because people think he's so shit.
I've literally said I think he's a good squad player.
I'm just saying generally. I'm not talking you. Like just generally, people think he's.
It's because people like you know why that is though, Solz, because people like you overdo it. That's why. So then people go the other way.
So one person overdoes it all of a sudden.
No. Many of you.
No.
The
The large majority of the
Arsenal
fans don't like Havertz.
Say that again.
The large majority of the Arsenal fan base.
I speak to a lot of Arsenal fans on here and up here. It's very split. Some of you lot are like
that's what I'm saying. The large majority.
So if you lot weren't over the top and didn't do this player FC stuff, people wouldn't be so harsh with their criticism. So you and people like you are to blame for it. The reason why he gets so much
the other side who then don't like him, so we have to defend him. Same way we had to. No. Let me give you another example. Gabriel, we had to defend like this, and now all of a sudden people are like, no, he's respected. No, he wasn't though. He was a bozo. He was this. He was that.
You know what he did? Perform very well.
But also Havertz has improved. We're seeing that improvement. Yes,
that's why you don't make your best.
He actually has categorically.
That's why you're not signing the £90 million. £60 million player to replace.
Okay, but we're also signing more centre backs. We got Kibio that we're not looking for.
Okay, is Mascara being signed to replace Gabriel or Saliba?
He's got the potential to be as
good as the potential. Yes or no? Is Mascara being signed right now to start ahead of Gabriel or Saliba?
Not this season, no. But in the future, he could.
Thank you. Okay, so he's not right now. Whereas Gyokeres is being signed right now to replace Kai Havertz because he's not good enough.
It's not that he's not good enough. It's a different.
So what is it then? If he's not good enough, what is it then?
So what we saying, Madueke is better.
No. Answer the question. If
Gyokeres is better than okay, so we saying
no. Hold up. If
I'll answer yours and then you answer mine. Yeah. I'll answer your question. Okay, Gyokeres is being signed to. Okay. I'll answer your question the way you want it to be answered. Gyokeres is there to replace Kai Havertz, but now let me ask my question.
Let me finish my question. So if Gyokeres is being signed to replace Havertz, that means Havertz is not good enough. You said not necessarily.
Yes. Okay. He's not good enough. Right.
No. Do you believe he's not good enough?
Whatever I believe, right?
No. We're not bypassing that. Do you believe Havertz is not good enough?
He's being signed because he's not good enough. Okay.
Do you believe? No.
Okay. Yes, I believe that. Yes, I believe it.
You believe Havertz is not good enough?
Yeah, I believe it. Right.
Wait. Hold on. Let me land. You believe that Havertz is not good enough at Arsenal Football Club?
Yes, I believe that. Right. Is the market okay? So we sign now.
My question.
Yeah. I understand. Okay, cool. Okay.
So Havertz now I ask my. Okay. Gyokeres is.
How many times do you want to ask it? How many times are you asking the same question? Yes. Okay. I believe it. Whatever. Right.
No. We're not bypassing it. We ain't being dismissive because you don't like it.
Okay.
No. We're not doing that. Don't be dismissive because you don't like it and you've been twisted yourself in nuts. Because now Havertz was good enough 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, he's not good enough. Oh yeah, he's.
Do you believe that? Do you believe Havertz?
Yeah. I believe it. Now.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I believe it. Okay. Cool. Whatever. Yeah, so okay, so now Madueke's been signed. Is he now better than Martinelli?
No, I don't think he's better than Martinelli.
So then we signed him for 50-60 million.
Yeah, I think it's
just to replace Martinelli, right? Because he's not good enough.
I don't know if Madueke starts, to be honest.
Well, from the reports, apparently he starts. We don't know if Gyokeres starts either. That's the point I'm trying to make. We don't know.
I think we all know that Gyokeres starts. I think it's just people hoping like you and
that. No, but if you're then going to go off the reports of like these reliable sources, apparently
Gyokeres is going to be on the bench.
No. Madueke is going to start.
Oh yeah. Your manager's stupid enough to do that because he's not very good. Whoa. Your manager's not the brightest, so yeah, your manager's definitely capable of doing that.
Is that because Martinelli's worse and he's bad and he's not good enough?
I think he thinks Madueke is better to get. Martinelli isn't good enough. No. To answer your question, is
Madueke the one to get us off done? And this is what I'm trying to get at.
He's not. It's a bad signing. That's why your fan base is unhappy about it. That's why you wrote a petition. That's why
exactly. So sometimes you can sign players not to necessarily replace, but to add to what.
But we can do that in isolation. Gyokeres is being signed to replace Havertz. You know it. I know it, and everybody with a brain and two eyes knows it. You just admitted yourself that Havertz isn't good enough, so you go and get someone to replace him. Correct? Or was you being facetious? You said yourself, Sulz, Havertz is not good enough. So clearly,
even if he's not good enough,
Can I get neutralised? Can I go down?
No, my point from the very beginning has been,
words, man pays attention to everything. I'm too slick.
yeah, cool, okay, but Gyokeres also is in certain points not going to be good enough to get us off the line. That's why you need a Havertz there as well, because there's going to be games where you need the skill sets Havertz brings to the table.
But we know Havertz is not good enough overall as a squad player. Cool, as a starter, he's not good enough. That's why you're replacing him. There's a reason you're bringing someone in to replace.
But yeah, if that's the word,
it is to replace. Is he not?
It's not really to replace. It's to add.
So what is it? So so they're gonna play together. So they gonna play together.
They can do in certain games, yeah.
So who misses out then?
Depends on what the game is, isn't it?
Who misses out? Because it's either going to be one Mendy, Odegaard.
Depends on the, like I said.
We got to see some preseason games. We got to see some preseason games.
Yeah. You'll rotate. This is the defending, but you admitted yourself that Havertz is not good enough. So all right, cool. First.
Yeah, I never said he was good enough. That's why we needed to sign more to add to the team.
No, to replace. You just don't like the word.
No, add.
It's replace.
Add to the team.
Havertz FC an absolute shambles.
He's playing. He's going to be playing in front of him. And if Havertz is playing on the bench or playing elsewhere, I've replaced you.
You know what? This loyalty, this defense of a club player that I'm seeing from Solz, I wish I saw more of this from the rivals and the players that they have at their squad. I love how Solz is just backing his player. Listen. You guys are going to carry on for another.
I watched all Swedish games. Isak is on a different level, is what Iniesta is saying. A big up. And
yeah, but But Gyokeres outscores him.
And he has outscored him. It's like 3 a.m. Can I please read these?
No, because I'm not going to let people lie. I'm not letting people lie. Gyokeres has outscored Isak in any Swedish competition they play together.
Okay. Haaland scores goals against Malta as well.
Yeah.
Big up to Naval Nation who says Benjamin Tesco. There's one down the road. Buy a meal deal. You won the league. Get it. Big up to you, my guy.
Well, Tesco's not coming in it, so minor thing. We don't need to talk about it.
Yeah. Unfortunate for us. Igal has possessed this Arsenal fan. No one Arsenal fan has I'm him mentality from A team to B team. Rodrygo is what Naval Nation is saying. He's going to come to Liverpool anyway, so it's going to be my concern now. Wow. Havertz is good, but mispositioned and mismanaged.
No, it's not. Like defense leagues, this only happens to players who are not that good. You know what I'm saying? When people start talking about mispositioned and mismanaged, the players.
No. He's not a midfielder. He's a strike. Like he's a false nine.
Guys, can we not start this again? Wallah, it's Oppenheimer.
Yeah, no. Trust, no. Listen, you're gonna get to the same point that we Chelsea fans did. No, he's not. He's not.
I've said it. As long as he plays in the striker, false nine.
He said he's not good enough for where Arsenal are trying to go. We got it. Go on. You can carry on. We got there in the end.
Kai is crap, and you tried telling us about region. Your fan base was flexing the shit out of Kai Havertz, and we said he's bad. Why did we let go of Noni? Because he's shit. That's the thing. Like, I don't rate Noni Madueke. I don't rate Kai Havertz. I think I actually rate Gyokeres really highly. I hate the fact that Arsenal are signing him. So I'm in complete disagreement with Solz. The thing is, let me just tell the people something before we end. Guys, don't interrupt, please, because khalas, we don't argue again. First of all, we're going to redirect to Sarcasm City TV. Flawless versus Vator. We didn't talk about United and City, so we're going to get a different topic over there. So I'm going to be tuning in as well. Number one. Number two, the people don't know this about Flawless. When you argue with Flawless, you have to argue a certain way. People don't understand. Like this guy is a menace to humanity, because this guy you cannot argue nicely. You cannot you have to gegenpress. You have to go band for band. You have to go gegenpress for gegenpress. This guy, you see what just happened to Solz? Flawless did that to troops every fucking week about Declan Rice price tag. Every week, this guy would go like, is that worth 100 million? Okay, so just to clarify, so tackling, so he's a very good, so he's an athletic DM. So that's worth, so just to clarify, I promise you guys, this is Flawless's style, and you have to be just fucking, you have to be a grappler. This is why me and Flawless worked, because he would strike and I'd grapple. You get me? It just works, with just reverse energy. So, yeah, regardless, this was very enjoyable. You get me? Actually,
what's crazy is people never know with this, because they only see that out during the debate or the argument. That right shit started from troops. He was the one that was week in, week out asking me every show, is he worth £100 million? He started that. So it's all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? Now you don't ask me no more.
And me being there, gaslighting troops as well. That was
Yeah.
such elite entertainment
That's
right
what
there.
I'm
I'll
saying.
be honest
I'm
with
just
you.
saying, man. We just got. I hear defend. Don't do like Vator said. Don't defend nonsense just because it wears because the club, the player's at your club and wears the badge. If it's a genuine player you rate, yeah, back him, do your thing. But like Havertz has shown nothing.
Cam facts.
What's he shown?
I was on the receiving end.
Just for the
Listen,
sake of
I
the show
learned from
ending, I'm not
Flawless
going to
after one
respond.
stream. One stream I learned
You
from.
already said he's
Flawless.
not good enough, Sulz, so it's cool.
Yeah,
The-
whatever,
the-
innit? Whatever.
Yeah,
The
man. You
Battle of the
said that.
North
I didn't say
stream.
that. You said that.
Yeah,
First
okay,
time
cool.
I met
Okay.
Flawless, Battle of the North stream. This guy, bro, like he gave me headache first time, and I just had to go back, and I'm like, yo, I need to approach this differently. Like I just need to. Like Flawless is a menace. When you argue with Flawless, you have to approach differently because this guy just gegenpress. Havertz is dog water. Stop lying to yourself. Let's not argue. خلاص, he's dog water. Big up to all of you guys. Like the video, subscribe. Thank you to every super chat. Thank you to everyone. All these guys' channels in the description. RSM just hit 1K today. Congratulations to RSM and you know upwards and from here. Vator Games TV in the description. Gunnar Solz channel in the description. Box office Gunnar Solz as always. I love working with Solz and he knows it as well. He backs his club always. And now Sarcasm City TV. The stream is gonna take you over to the stream that Flawless and Vator is starting. And I'll see you guys over there. Go spam Hussam Raid in the chat. Unnecessary, Vator. Unnecessary. Yalla. See you guys later.